division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She is a submission specialist, making her pro debut. She stands 1.66 meters tall, weighing in at 56 kilograms. Fighting out of Northcliffe, Johannesburg, Danella Elisov. And now introducing her opponent. She's fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss. She stands 1.72 meters tall, weighing in at 55 kilograms. Fighting out of Budapest, Hungary, Zita Tiki Varyu. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Brad Bloch.
The lovely Hexagon Girls, proudly brought to you by Rex, Stiff and Gearbox, driven by perfection. Naomi and Michelle here tonight.
Are you ready? Are you ready? What you got?
The start of this historic bout is presented by Pitbull, the world's only FDA-approved energy drink. And Elisov in the black.
Varju's landing
and
some shots.
Varju in pink, immediately being aggressive.
She's landing some big shots. Tries to close the gap now.
Elisov drags down Varju.
In the guard, this is where Elisov will be very comfortable off of her back.
The pace of this fight already incredible.
Landed some big shots at Zita Varju.
Eyes are fixed on the EFC Hexagon.
Tries to get back to their feet, and now Elisov is in that top position. Varju gets full guard though. She's got a hold of the neck. Elisov will probably just be able to pop out. She's got her arm up, and now she's posturing up. She manages to get out, lands one shot of her own. Varju is coming at it.
Wow. That was a frantic start to the bout.
She's isolating that right arm of Elisov. She might be setting up for that armbar.
Some proper aggression shown by the Hungarian. To Elisov now. She's looking to make her move.
See the arm control from Elisov in that top position.
Varju, though, does have 2 submissions to her name.
Not a lot of time for the nerves to settle for either.
It's probably the best way for a fight to start, Dirk. Straight into the fray.
Elisov in the top position, full guard. And Varju with the wrist control. She is striking from the bottom, but of course we know that top position is what the judges will look at. It's going to look to sweep now, Zita Varju. Let's go off the butterfly hook that she had in. She's still trying to isolate those arms. Daniela not being able to pass as yet. With that high-level jiu-jitsu game, you would have think that that would have been possible for her by now, but now she looks to pass. She's in the half guard.
Trying to drop the elbows on Varju. She says she'd like to become a trainer when she's done with her MMA career.
Good spot for Elisov to be in now. She's going to land some shots from here. See the control from Varju.
Traps the arm now of Varju, does Elisov.
2 minutes, 20-odd seconds remaining in this first round.
It's not a good spot for Varju.
Gets half guard back. And now she gets full guard back. That is very well done from Zita Varju. Elisov still in the top position though.
It's incredible to think that Varju once fought 2 pro fights in one night.
In modern day MMA, you won't really see that happening.
Well, the Hungarian Fighting Championship still very new, only a year old.
He's going to try and push her up against the fence now as Daniela. That's where she can really work around the touch. She's landing some good shots. Postures up and then goes straight back down again.
Working away as Elisov. So altitude for Varju.
They've been in Johannesburg for about a week or so.
I suppose various theories on that altitude and how long it takes to adjust.
She's certainly trying to set up. She's got the hold of Elysov's arms. She does have a very good armbar. She's got an armbar submission victory.
Just over a minute remains here in this first round of this historic first ever women's flyweight
use of the
bout.
elbows by Daniela. Oh, she's striking from the bottom now, tries to spin around, and Elysov is boss. She's in a good spot now, is landing some big shots.
Working away as Elysov, crowd getting behind her.
Daniela in control. She's going to put belly on the hip, slide over to the full mount, and she does so. She might look to finish her.
Defend yourself.
Elysov raining down elbows.
Defend yourself, my baby.
Trying to get through the defenses.
Vaju has to intelligently protect herself.
Brad Block is having a very close look. He might step in here. He's telling her to do something. Daniela's going to set up for the arm. She's going to look for the arm bar.
Elysov now looks for the armbar.
16 seconds remain.
Can Vaju hold on?
Got two options of attack.
There's no room.
Daniela can't go back to actually get the armbar, but she's landing the hammer fist one after the other. Brad Block having a close look.
He stopped
and he stops the fight.
Daniela Elysov wins the first ever women's flyweight bout in EFC history. Too good for her opponent from Hungary.
Big shots landed by Daniela. With literally a second to go, Brad Block stepped in.
A debut victory for the psychiatrist from Johannesburg.
Exhausted Daniela, overcome with emotion, but she is very, very happy.
Dominant display, Dirk.
Big moment for Daniela.
GNC, the official sports nutrition partner of the EFC, presents this action replay.
This is towards the end. She had the full mount. She went for the armbar. She couldn't go back. But Zita Vaju was trapped. She landed hammer fist, punch after punch after punch with literally a second to go. Brad Block steps in. Great stoppage from the referee.
Nowhere to go for Vaju. Deserving victory for Elysov.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brad Block has called a stop to this contest 4 minutes and 59 seconds into round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Daniela Elysov.
I'm here with your winner, Daniela Elysov. You must be a very, very happy young lady right now.
Yes.
You came into this fight predominantly with a jiu-jitsu background, but tonight you really had to put your stand-up game on display as well.
Yeah, sure, Zita's really, really strong, and even on the ground, she was very agile, and thank you for a great fight.
Well, how do you feel right now? I mean, you've been a massive campaigner for women's MMA. You've been hounding EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmel as well as President Cairo Howarth for you to finally stand inside this hexagon and getting your hand raised in a victory.
Yeah, I remember EFC 1 at the after party telling Graham I want to fight for him, and he laughed at me. So, sure, this is a lot of nagging has gone into this.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again. Congratulations on your victory. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Daniela Elysov.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds in the EFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This fighter is a mixed martial artist making her pro debut. She stands 1.63 meters tall, weighing in at 56 kilograms. Fighting out of London, England, Kirsty Davis. And now, introducing her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. She's a mixed martial artist making her pro debut. She stands 1.66 meters tall, weighing in at 57 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Shauna Titanium Power. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Vickers Swart.
RDG, Specialist in Differential Gearbox Repairs, brings you the EFC Hexagon girls. That is Anastasia. Time to get us started here. Two ladies are inside our Hexagon, ready to throw down Shauna Titanium Power. Christy Power Davis.
Kirsty, you ready? Shauna, you ready? Let's fight.
And here we go. Round one is underway in this women's flyweight division matchup. Unleash the power of the bear with Bear Claw Energy.
Shauna loves the stand-up game. She's got some tricky little maneuvers.
Yes.
She loves some spinning kicks and spinning back fists and elbows.
She looks like she's setting it up right there too. You can just see that spinning back fist come out.
It's almost like Kirsty Davis is loading with that right.
Yes, something big's about to happen. You can tell, and both of them are just kind of loading up here. So who's going to strike first with the big kick?
Shauna circling on the outside while Kirsty is very comfortable in the middle of the hexagon. Nice right hand over the top by Shauna.
Sneaks it in. We know that fighting style from FFM. They're very good at working the angles and putting a lot of strikes on you.
Absolutely, and you can imagine training with the likes of Boyd Allen and DeMar Penna every single day. That's stuff that's happening right in front of you again and again and again. Good use of the outside leg kick. We haven't seen a lot of that from a lot of fighters of late, and it's such a big weapon to use to slow down your opponent.
Working the legs indeed. Kirsty Davis trying to chase here, trying to implement her own offense.
She is controlling the center of the hexagon at the moment, while Shauna is just working on the outside.
Shauna Power is, those are nice strikes, and a lot of the times you'll see in these women's
Nice spinning back fist on the mark by Shauna Power. She's unloading now. Kirsty Davis is in big trouble. She is in big trouble, yeah. Shauna Power is going.
It's over.
Unbelievable.
Shauna Power. Are you kidding me?
Goodness.
Oh, laying waste to Kirsty Davis, sending her back to the UK. Shauna Power with her first professional win and first win in the EFC Hexagon.
Nasty, nasty, nasty. That spinning back fist. We have seen so many guys try and land that. I think that is probably the first time I've seen it land that clean. And after that, just the combination, quick hands, on the money, on the mark. Great stoppage by the referee, but my goodness,
incredible.
That was something. Wow.
Man, and they're going wild here. So many fans of Shauna's traveling from Joburg. She has some fans here in Cape Town, but of course FFM, all their fans are in Joburg. They made that trip. They wanted to see her in the Hexagon, and that's what you got. Wow, man, shades of Amanda Lino in that first fight for her.
Absolutely, there's a spinning back fist on the money. That rocked Kirsty Davis, and from there she tasted blood and just unloading left and right, straight punches, mixing it up on the button.
What a great stoppage too. I mean,
great stoppage. Unbelievable performance by Shauna Power. There's that spinning back fist again. Whoa! On the chin.
Wow. We knew it was probably coming. We knew she was loading it up, and she unleashed it. Shauna Power with a ton of power in this women's flyweight division. Your action replay from GNC, available at Clicks, a great partner of the EFC. We have our winner, Shauna Power. Now just one more thing, Shane the Duke Wellington to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vicky Swart has called a stop to this contest 1 minute and 45 seconds into round number one, declaring the winner by TKO, Shauna Titanium Power.
I'm here with your winner, Shauna Power. Shauna, walk us through the emotions you're feeling right now.
Firstly, I'd like to say thank you to God for this victory. My team, Richie, Chef, Neil, Chad, Boyd, all the guys that are here, my mom, my fiance, Dina, thank you guys for being here. This moment is...
Well, you came in, and I think in the 6 years doing commentary for EFC, it's the first time I've ever seen anyone land a spinning back fist on the money like that. How good did that feel?
It felt amazing. We've been practicing it for so long. It was just went exactly how I wanted it to go.
Well, congratulations, a big victory for you. We look forward to seeing you again. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Shauna Power.
You look at the smiles there on Richie Kwan, Norman Vessels, the whole team at FFM. They're so proud of Shauna Power, and they should be. An incredible outing, incredible highlights from Shauna Power. More to come here from EFC 45 in Cape Town.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds in the EFC Ladies Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She's a mixed martial artist with 1 win and no losses. She stands 1.63 meters tall, weighing in at 57 kilograms. Fighting out of Rome, Italy, Nicole DeSegni. And now introducing her opponent. She's fighting out of the blue corner. She's a mixed martial artist with 1 win and no losses. She stands 1.66 meters tall, weighing in at 57 kilograms. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Shauna Titanium Power. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Bobby Karagianidis.
RDG operating specials on all Mercedes-Benz passenger car and Sprinter gearboxes. Call any RDG branch across South Africa. That's Giselle. And it's time for this eliminator for the Women's Flyweight Championship. That is Shauna Titanium Power. And that is Nicole DeSegni. South Africa meets Italy. And Bobby Karagianidis gets us started. Round number 1 brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink.
Nicole DeSegni wanted nothing to do with touching gloves. Hands up high.
Well, you saw the weigh-in.
Fighter. Yeah, that was a very, very heated exchange. Good kick to the body by Shauna Power. Gets in, gets out.
Face. Ronda Rousey-ish. She's definitely got the face going on right now, Nicole DeSegni.
Yeah, she loves to come forward and just let the hands go. Shauna Power, more technical in her approach. She'll throw 1 or 2 shots, get in, get out.
Well, we all know the big strike to watch out with when you talk with Shauna Power. That's the spinning back fist. We've seen it many times. Of course, we know what it did to Kirsty Davis.
Now she's got Nicole pressed up against the fence right in front of her own corner. Will she drop down and look for the takedown? Yeah, she's got double underhooks. Correction, she had 1 underhook and 1 overhook.
Shauna Power getting a chant here in Sun City. They're chanting Shauna. She got the most
elbow in the exchange as they broke.
The biggest response of anybody on this card during weigh-ins and during this event has been for Shauna Power.
How's that takedown defense from Nicole DeSegni?
Extremely durable is Nicole DeSegni. She makes fights ugly.
Both landing a good elbow over the top. Can you hear Norman Vessels use the head control? And she's doing everything right here in the clinch. She's got her pressed up against the fence, and now Nicole has her pressed up against the fence, and we change positions again. Very, very even fight so far.
One thing about the ladies when they fight, and I've noticed this time and time again, it never fails, they don't give up. They never give up. They have a different gear that the guys don't have, and I'll say it all day long.
Big shots by both. I think a lot of that has to do that women's MMA was living in the shadows for so many years, and now that they've got the opportunity in the big stage, they all know it's up to them to continue growing the sport, and they all leave it outside in the hexagon every single time. Good shot landed by Power.
Nicole DeSegni and Shauna Power here putting on a show, and we're just halfway through round number 1. Not being shy is DeSegni stepping right in, looking for a right hand, just missing. And now the clinch work, the knees, that's a head kick.
Good head kick by Power.
Doesn't deter the Italian fighter.
Can you hear Norman Vessels be clinical? He wants her to follow up and do more.
Remember, both of these fighters are 1-0 in their professional career. Obviously don't.
Big overhand by
that
Power.
was a big overhand right.
But Nicole DeSegni, hands are up high. The fences are up.
You know, I think it's incredible what women's MMA means to the sport right now. all the way through the world what women's MMA really means right now, and you can tell by the reaction by these fans how much they appreciate it.
Yeah, the skill is there, and they are always hungry, and they always deliver.
Beautiful jab. Now, see, this is the type of stuff you learn by being in the same gym as a Boyd Allen.
Yeah, absolutely. Fighting tall, staying behind your jab, keeping the distance.
She has the reach.
And that must be frustrating, Nicole Designy. She's giving up a ton of reach against Shauna. Shauna landing a big shot.
And now she's starting to get into a groove, Dirk. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, Nicole's going to have to close the distance here. I think Shauna's getting very comfortable on the outside. Spinning back.
There it was.
Defense is up, though.
She scouted that one out, no doubt about it. And, you know, another thing we've talked about is with these ladies, they typically have to practice, have sparring session with the men because there's just not enough out there to train with.
Absolutely.
It's very rare that you have 2 or 3 female fighters in a gym. It just doesn't happen.
Absolutely. So you'll have Shauna Power. She's mixing it up every day with guys like DeMart Penner, Boyd Allen. Spinning back fist, finds the mark, but Designy's arm was up.
Great defense. Already thrown it out twice and has not connected yet. Will the third time be a charm? Beautiful striking, just hitting all the angles, really hitting the angles.
She's picking her apart from the outside. Yeah, closes the gap, lands some good clean shots, and it's definitely frustrating to Designy. She just can't get within range. She's going to have to do something drastic to do that, I think.
Well, she has to get a clinch and she has to get in close, but Shauna Power.
Big shot by Power.
Another big shot, Shauna Power.
She's fighting the clever fight, absolutely, and she's frustrating and she's landing big and hard.
Her quickness of her punches is allowing her to fight the way she is with her hands down, because she's sticking and moving. Incredible work by Shauna Power, just picking her apart, very confident.
You can see she's a sparring partner of Boyd Allen's because she's got that same sort of fluidity in her movement, the way she puts her combinations together.
You still don't want to get too crazy about keeping your hands down like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, she's obviously quick, but it only takes one shot to kind of change things.
That right hand landed very, very hard. And this is the head kick coming up now. Ba-boom.
You're absolutely right. Right across the head, a beautiful shot. But McCall comes right back forward, not being deterred, and I don't think that McCall's too injured, although she's taking serious damage.
Yeah, absolutely. She's taken a couple of really big shots, and if Shauna can keep this up, stay on the outside, get in, get out, and land those shots, this is her fight to lose.
You know, I believe that obviously great. You just don't want to get too comfortable. You get too comfortable, you get sloppy, and you can see she has confidence.
Yeah, her tail is certainly up now.
Through her right now.
And that's going to be a big thing with that confidence coming into the second round. Second and third still to go, of course. And Nicole Designy has to be frustrated here. She's going to have to try and close the distance, close the gap, get inside. And that's her fighting style. She loves to throw punches and bunches, but she loves to do it from in the pocket. And Shauna's fighting very, very clever fight.
This is a big, big round brought to you by 7 Stars, round number 2. Official energy drink of the EFC. And a very, very similar game plan, sticking to what works, is Shauna Power circling, using that left hand. And there goes Nicole Designy.
Yeah, close the distance in the clinch immediately. Now she's landing a good knee.
This is what she does. This is playing into her game plan, and Shauna is not deterred and not worried about it. She'll mix it up.
Nice elbow by Shauna. I think Nicole is struggling a little bit to Shauna's strength as well.
Okay.
Referee, timeout called by Bobby Garaginides.
Allowing the timeout. What do we possibly
an eye poke or something?
Unintentional poke to the eye, possibly.
Yeah, that's.
She doesn't seem to look like she's having a problem. I mean, she's squinting a little bit.
Yeah, she's telling the referee she can see fine. It's like we're back at it again.
Right back to it. Designy and Power. This is an eliminator for that women's flyweight championship, the inaugural.
Good kick, and it landed as Nicole tried to close the distance.
She caught that kick and now has her up against the fence, but it's going to be hard to keep a very, very strong Shauna Power on the fence.
You can see in those exchanges, it definitely looks like she's struggling a little bit with the power. Nicole Designy should probably try and close the distance, look for the takedown here. Shauna Power looking incredible.
No, she's definitely got into a groove now, has her momentum, is Shauna Power, and just has her rhythm down.
Yeah.
This is a big step up from Danella, from Nicole.
Yeah, absolutely. Now looks for
Beautiful
the takedown.
setup.
Shauna Powers looking for that guillotine though.
Incredible defense by Shauna Powers, setting up the knee. She seems to have all the answers for Desegni right now.
But this is where Desegni wants to be. She doesn't want Shauna moving on the outside.
She wants to make it, you know, I've said it before, kind of an ugly fight.
In the break, big exchange, swing and a miss. Though.
I refrain from saying it too much, but it appears that she's just a little too powerful for Desegni. Great circling here. Oh, and did she land that one?
She's landing a couple here as Shauna Power. Desegni cleverly closes the distance. Gets her straight up, pushed up against the fence.
Desegni needs to get her down to the mat,
Yeah,
to be
absolutely.
honest with you.
She has to do more with this position, pressed up against the fence.
And I'm very interested to see how that happens and how that goes
probably
down.
like this. She's got her hands clasped together for a single leg. Shauna now looking for the hip throw, and she's going to end up in the side
Right
control
on top.
position.
Shauna Power looking incredible. Really on top of her game right now.
Forearm in the face of Nicole Desegni. She is inside control. She traps.
Oh, that's a
this
bad
could
spot
be
to
it.
be in. Not that powerful shot with the
is
elbow,
moving,
though.
and she's going to get out of it. Well done to get out of it. Big straight jab landed by Shauna Power. That took a lot out of both of them, though. That scramble.
Give credit to Desegni for surviving.
Absolutely.
The resiliency is absolutely incredible with this woman.
You see a lot of fights in like that with the arm trapped and the other opposite side trapped as well from that sort of crucifix position. She did incredibly well to get out of it. Shauna Power, big swing and a miss.
Sloppy punch there thrown by Shauna Power. But Nicole Desegni not really able to make her pay for it.
Nice combination by Power, crisp right hand to finish it.
Plodding forward is Desegni, and Shauna Power still very nimble on her toes.
You can see how Nicole Desegni, her movement is, she's doing all the right things. She's trying to cut the movement off. She's
girls
trying
are
to
really
cut the
showing,
fence off.
but neither one of them are really showing too much stamina loss, to be honest with you. They're right at the same pace that they were in the beginning.
Great elbow by Shauna Power, comes over the top with a big punch. Nicole Desegni is going to have to change her game plan here. She's getting picked apart from the outside, and all this is doing is giving Shauna more and more confidence as the fight wears on.
Well, listen, she tried to get in close, and she tried to take her down, but Shauna Power was just too much and ended up on top. What do you do to somebody that's fighting at the caliber of Shauna Power right now?
Spinning back fist, working off of the jab.
How often do you see a spinning back fist being used that efficiently, being able to land it like she does? I mean, that's usually something you see once a fight, but she feels comfortable enough to throw it. That was the 4th time that she's thrown the spinning back fist in this fight. And I kind of expected for this fight to go into deep rounds, and now we're going to go into our 3rd and final round. But it has to be 2-0 Shauna Power right now.
Absolutely. She did incredible to escape and get out of that position, but she landed some big shots. Great elbow from the bottom, right hand, left hand. And she's landing some hard shots. I mean, tell you, Nicole Desegni can take a punch.
No, that's what we said from the beginning, is the durability and being able to take a shot. That chin, very serious with Nicole Desegni. RDG providing our beautiful hexagon girls, Gisela there, as we go to our 3rd and final round. Remember, the winner of this fight will have a guaranteed spot to fight for the inaugural EFC Women's Flyweight Championship. We said it before, the fans are eating it up. Shauna, Titanium Power, and Nicole Desegni. All eyes are on Shauna Power. How do we finish it up? Round 3 begins, and round 3 is brought to you by 7 Stars. Grab a 7 Stars Guarana powered energy drink.
Nicole Desegni seems a little bit more frantic. I'm pretty sure a corner would have told her she's down 2 rounds. She has to finish here if she wants to win. great head kick by Shauna Power while she's moving to her left.
Yes, definitely you see the desperation in the movement and the cadence of Nicole DeSegni. She does close the distance, but not able to control Power. Now she does have her against the fence. But can she do anything with a very, very strong Shauna Power?
Yeah, she's definitely struggling with the strength, especially from these positions, pushed up against the fence. Can hear Norman Vessels get the rangefinders working.
You can hear Norman Vessels, are you sure? Pretty indistinguishable voice. Moving forward, Nicole DeSegni, she's done that the whole fight. Credit to her, she has never slowed down, and she just cannot really get the upper hand on Shauna Power.
Yeah, she's trying to cut off the angles here that Shauna's working with. She landed a good shot over the top there, that Nicole. But she's going to have to get more aggressive. She has to just close the distance, go for broke here. She's already losing the fight. She might as well, throw caution to the wind, kitchen sink and all those things. Just get in there.
To be honest with you, I don't see Nicole finishing Shauna Power, but anything can happen in this sport. We've seen it time and time again, and she just about caught her across the jaw. A great movement by Shauna Power, getting out of the way of that flurry. Great mobility. Tough to deal with it. There we go. Nicole DeSegni up against the fence.
Yeah, she has to close this, and she has to try and fight. Yes, she has to.
Can she drag her to the ground and possibly do some work here? That might be her best chance.
Attempted hip throw by Shauna.
These two girls leaving it all inside the hexagon.
And again, right in front of her own corner, and the corner applauding her.
We certainly know that Shauna Power puts in the work, training incessantly at Fight Fit Militia, and it's definitely showing.
Nicole DeSegni just doesn't seem to have an answer at the moment for everything Shauna Power is throwing at her.
And an interesting side note here, the teammate of Shauna Power, who that is Gareth McClellan, is looking at fighting one of the teammates of Nicole DeSegni. Interestingly enough, so this may set the tone for that fight coming up in the UFC.
Another spinning back fist, another straight hard right landed by Shauna.
Nicole DeSegni continues to come forward, but Shauna Power just way too elusive. Really hard.
It must be so frustrating as well, because for most of her career, Nicole DeSegni was the one putting the pressure, coming forward, landing the shots, and she's never had to deal with what she's dealing with here tonight. Someone that's as elusive, in and out, so dangerous and causing so much damage and taking so little of it at the same time.
Well, listen, the one thing we always say about Fight Fit Militia is when they get a game plan, and they stick to it for the most part. And the game plan right now is to stick and move. They know that they have this fight won.
Again, Power lands.
That was, I believe, 7 spinning back fists. I don't know what the record is in mixed martial arts, but I think she's getting close if she hasn't already taken that record. Right hand does land on the jaw of Shauna Power, does not sway her.
Now Nicole DeSegni has to unload here. She has to try and do something with 45 seconds remaining in the third and final round of this fight.
These two very, very capable women giving the fans a show.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
Here in Sun City.
Shauna backing up straight to her corner again, where she feels comfortable. 30 seconds remaining. Can Nicole pull something special out of the bag here?
We knew that DeSegni could go the decision. That's how she won her last fight. But we weren't sure about Shauna Power, and now we're finding out that she definitely has the tools.
All the questions. Spinning back was not finding its mark that time. 10 seconds remaining.
We're going to see one last attempt by Nicole DeSegni. Powers gets moving. She gets moving. Right hand, and there we go. Wow, what a great way to finish, though, for Nicole DeSegni. And I'll be honest with you, she may have taken round number 3 just with the aggressive nature. I mean, it's very, very close. Very, very close. Now, round 2 and round 1, I think, clearly go to Shauna Power.
There's no doubt there whatsoever.
But I personally see 29-28 across the board.
I still think Shauna Power did enough in
all
that
three, you think? I don't know.
All three rounds, yeah.
I don't know, but she spent most of the time on her feet while Nicole DeSegni kept going straight. So I think it's going to be close on that 3rd round. That being said, incredible performance by Shauna Titanium Power and an incredible performance by Nicole DeSegni.
Yeah, Nicole was up for the challenge, absolutely.
They never slowed down a bit, truthfully. Neither one of them.
All the way through, come forward, aggressive, landing some good, clean, crisp strikes.
There's the show of camaraderie between the two fighters. Of course, they talked a little trash. Things got heated in the weigh-ins, but at the end of the day, they are martial artists, and you see it right there, that show of respect.
Yeah, they both had to work incredibly hard in this bout. Nicole DeSegni, for the most part, coming forward, chasing Shauna Power. Shauna just outstriking her, counter-striking, and landing some big shots when she came forward as well.
Once again, embracing Shauna Power and Nicole DeSegni. Very emotional, Nicole DeSegni. Perhaps not happy with the performance. Shauna Power looked fantastic. They certainly gave everyone a show here at Sun City in EFC 50. Let's send it up for the official decision. That's Shane the Duke Wellington.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 30-27, 28-29, and 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Shauna Titanium Power.
I'm here with your winner and a very happy Shauna Power. Shauna, a tough fight, game plan, stick and move and land some big shots.
She is very tough. She took a lot of punches. Yeah, it was a long 3 rounds, but I'm glad I came out on top, and I'm the first female to win 2 fights in a row, heading towards the title. Thank you to my team, Norman, Rich, Neil, you guys are great. My mom, my wife, my family, my sponsors, it's all because of you I'm here today. Thank you so much. Glory to God.
Well, congratulations, an incredible performance and a great victory. We look forward to seeing you inside the Hexagon again. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Shauna Power.
Oh, she should be very happy and very proud because she did her team very, very proud. That's Shauna Titanium Power, and she'll be fighting for that inaugural Women's Flyweight Championship. Fans,
ladies and gentlemen, this EFC Ladies Catchweight bout is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She's a judoka specialist with a professional record of 1 win and no losses. She stands 1.62 meters tall, weighing in at 62 kilograms. Fighting out of Paris, France, Rizlan, the Lioness of the Atlas, Zoak. And now introducing her opponent, she's fighting out of the blue corner. She is a BJJ specialist making her pro debut. She stands 1.65 meters tall, weighing in at 62 kilograms. Fighting out of Durban, South Africa, Boonmi, the Bone Bender, Ojewale. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Vickers Swart.
the lovely Hexagon Girls, proudly brought to you by Rex Diff and Gearbox, driven by perfection. That is Pumza and Lizzetti, our lovely ladies, getting us ready for this catchweight bout. It is the Bone Bender, Boonmi Ojewale, taking on Rizlan Zoak.
Boonmi, you good to go? Let's fight.
Biggest War gets us started here. Round number one. Round one brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink. In the black with the dark red trim is Zoak with the black and the red shorts. That is the Bone Bender. You're not supposed to bend bones, I don't think.
Well, they're not really
like those
made
don't really
to bend.
go together, right?
Zoak comes out in the southpaw stance. Boonmi in the orthodox stance. You got to think with two girls that have really strong different disciplines in the ground, it's a matter of time before this gets taken down.
Well, usually, you know, when they may cancel each other out, and it might be the striking that makes a difference. Zoak going after it, swarming.
Scramble by Zoak, very, very efficient. But Bumi so strong. And Zoak in the scramble looks to get the top position again.
Scary, scary lady is Bunmi Ojawale. So powerful, so strong.
Has to watch out for the guillotine.
And she pushes Zoak up against the fence with Zoak with a beautiful throw.
My goodness, that is the high-level judo we spoke about.
That's Olympic-style judo right there.
Wow, textbook, textbook, textbook.
That was a gorgeous throw.
Trying to trap the arm here, and Bunmi is trying to get on top of the wall and try and push out of this position. Manages to do so.
Wow, and take a look at that. The strength of Zoak, able to keep Bunmi down, which is not easy to do.
Well,
she's very explosive.
Judo is such a physically taxing sport, with grabbing your opponent on the gi and sort of just all the throws and all the different maneuvers and things. So certainly physically very, very strong is Zoak, and someone that's used to competing at a frantic pace in a physically demanding sport. You can hear the applause from the crowd and appreciation.
The crowd loves it. Exactly, they appreciate it.
That was technically probably the most sound fight we've had so far tonight. Everything else has been slobber knockers all over the place. Massive right hand.
Speaking of slobber knockers, there's a huge right hand by Ojawale. There's another right hand, just misses.
Looking for the throw is Zoak again. And gets it down.
Zoak is so good. It is textbook, it is power. Now looking to throw that elbow on the side of the face of Bunmi.
If you have that base to be able to just close the distance, get into the clinch and pop up, your opponent goes down in the scramble, in the control, and now Bunmi has the top position. She can now start working an offense here if Zoak allows her to.
Trading momentum between these two ladies. Ojawale now sitting in the guard of Zoak. Now, they're obviously not the same thing when you talk about jiu-jitsu and judo, but there are a lot of things that are very, very similar.
A lot of similarities, yeah, absolutely.
So they really are canceling each other out. Nobody really getting a true advantage here. It's been back and forth between these two.
But this is probably the best position that Bunmi has had so far in this fight, with 1:45 remaining in this first round.
Keep in mind, you know, whoever wins this is going to most likely have to come down to the bantamweight.
Of Zoak to just push her off and not scared to stand and trade.
What a face-off between these two ladies as the fans watch on, eagerly enjoying the action.
We've seen time and time again the ladies leave it all inside this hexagon.
Now, this seems like there's no quit.
For years, they were never able to fight on a platform this big, and it seems like the ones that are getting the opportunity are certainly making the most of it. Some big strikes landed in that exchange. Zoak chasing Bunmi down.
Big shots there by Zoak, big right hand. Ojawale starting to cover up.
Minute remaining in this round.
Zoak is hunting. She is looking to put away Ojawale. Ojawale is going to get up to her feet, but then step back down. Zoak can close distance quickly. She smells blood right now, Dirk.
Big shot. Well timed. You see so many people actually overcook those, but she took her time, waited for the shot, and just exploded into it.
Well, she's right in her corner as well, so she's getting direct instructions from her coach. And Christian Mapumbu is a guy that you definitely want to get instructions for, a guy that's won championships all over the world.
Big hammer fist. She is nasty as Zoak.
These two are fun to watch.
Yeah, this is a proper fight. 10 seconds remain.
Zoak and Ojawale here, final seconds of round number 1. They are battling it out. And Bunmi's going to be able to go to her corner and regroup. But that exchange right there, that last minute, may have given Zoak the round just from that.
She probably still, yeah, she had 2 great takedowns well to boot, so certainly a massive round for her.
But it's still very, very close as well. Ojawale definitely had her moment. She got her takedowns as well.
She landed a very clean shot as well.
Very, very well matched. Graham Cartmel can pat himself on the back. It's time for the Restonic action replay, and we can see a little bit more of this action.
Here's that first hip throw, just absolutely textbook. But you can really fall your wind out if you don't expect those things coming and be in an awkward position. There's a massive right hand that landed.
And once again, I believe you're going to see another throw. Well done. And it just translates so perfectly inside of the cage. Of course, Ronda Rousey, one of the biggest judo practitioners that had so much success inside of a cage or inside of MMA. And now you have somebody like Zoak that's doing the same thing. It's a great base for the sport.
Absolutely, it's an incredible base. And it's actually not a lot of people that are able to get that translating perfectly for MMA because you don't have the gi to grip onto. It takes some getting used to, but certainly Zoak, at least in my mind, has done it absolutely perfectly. Now she's chasing Bunmi down.
Zoak not wasting any time at all. She is going after the kill. She wants to put away Ojawale. Kick right to the kneecap there. That's dangerous.
Backs away. She's happy to keep it standing as Zoak. Close the distance, maybe get one or two throws, get into a good position. Big left hand.
Here we go. Zoak going after it again. A knee to the body.
And just pushing her. Almost ragdolling it down to the deck. She is absolutely legit. Looking to finish here now. Big hammer fist.
Can Ojawale hang in there? She has to defend herself.
Right on top of the action.
There's another one. Rizlan Zoak is battering the bone bender.
I think this might be it, Cyrus. If she can she's just covering up at the moment. She has to do something. She'll have to show the referee something.
Another hammer fist, and that's going to be it.
This has to be it, yeah, absolutely.
There it is. Rizlan Zoak got it done. The Lioness on the prowl, getting her first victory in the EFC. That was impressive, Dirk. Loved everything about that victory.
Very impressive. She is absolutely for real. Breathes a whole lot of life into this women's division.
Exactly.
Man, I'm excited to watch her fight again. That was incredibly impressive.
Yeah, very, very fun to watch, and it's definitely going to put this division on notice. And there's not a whole lot of ladies in our women's bantamweight division, but it's growing. I know the organization's wanting to bring in more talent, and Zoak's going to be right there on the top of the heap.
Yeah, that was as good a performance as you're going to see. Clinical, just so good. She made very few, if any, mistakes. Knew what she came out here to do, and she certainly brought the fight to the physically bigger Ojawale, and she looked very impressive.
Well, I'm very excited to see Ojawale come back as well. I think she has a lot of potential. I think she's going to continue to well-round that game, and I think she's going to come back very, very well. Well, let's take a look at how it all went down here. It's your action replay brought to you by Restonic Mattresses. Take a look at that.
This is really beginning of
Closing
the end.
moments.
Beginning of the end. Zoak had her in a compromised position, and she was throwing those hammer fists one after the other. Referee Vicker Swart right on top of the action, told her to move, told her to show him something. She wasn't able to. Gets the stoppage. Great performance.
And that is your action replay brought to you by Restonic Mattresses, crafting quality beds since 1938. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vicker Swart has called a stop to this contest 1 minute and 8 seconds into round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO due to strikes, Rizlan, the Lioness of the Atlas, Zoak.
There it is, Rizlan Zoak getting it done. Wow, what a victory. She take a seat, getting the celebration in there with her coaches and her teammates. She came in, she conquered here in South Africa, and she will no doubt be making a huge impact here in the Extreme Fighting Championship. Rizlan Zoak showing love to the crowd, and the crowd showing the love right back.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the EFC Women's Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, the fighter in the red corner, She is a Muay Thai specialist with a professional record of 2 wins and 3 defeats, standing 1.69 meters tall, weighing in at 60 kilos. Fighting out of Centurion, South Africa, I give you Demolition Jackie Tracien. And now her opponent, standing across the hex and fighting out of the blue corner, a BJJ specialist with a pro record of 1 win and 1 defeat, standing 1.68 meters tall, weighing in at 60 kilos. Fighting out of Durban, South Africa, I give you Boonby, the Bone Bender, Ojawale. Your referee when the action begins, Ferdy Bassan.
The RDG Hexagon Girls Rex Different Gearbox is an approved drivetrain repairer from many leading vehicle manufacturers and fleet owners.
There's our Hexagon girls, and here's these girls here, these women throwing down the Bone Bender, Boonby Ojawale and Demolition Jackie.
Fighter, you ready? You ready? Fight!
Ferdy Bassan gets us started in the gray with the red trim. That is Demolition Jackie in the red shorts, Boonby Ojawale, and we are right down to business.
Boonby looking for the takedown and gets it inside
Good
control.
luck, Jackie, dealing with that. Jackie, we know how good she is, but tying up with somebody like Boonby Ojawale like that, going strength for strength, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. She is so incredibly strong in the skill set. We spoke earlier tonight about skill
She's
and
right
technique
at home right
beating
now. That's
strength.
the thing.
She's got all of that on her side. She's got the strength, the skill, and the technique.
Yeah, it's like we talked about, not that GQ, that cosmetic strength. No, that's real strength right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Methodical, taking her time. Knee on the belly, slides
This could
over.
be quick.
Yeah, full mount. Jackie gives up her back.
Oh, no. That's
Looks-
not what you want to do with a BJJ whiz like Boonby Ojawale, playing right into her territory.
Attacking the neck with the one hand while the other one throws punches, softening her up.
Hard punches at that.
Jackie has to fight and break the hold, make sure Boonby doesn't get it locked in very high
And those
on the
strong
back.
legs holding on to those hooks. You can't back out of there. You can't go out the back door.
It's going to try and
You're just
flatten
going
out.
to
She
have
might
to
have this.
tap
This
out.
should be
You're
it.
just going to have to tap out.
And she
And
got
there it is. There it is. Boonby gets it done. Boonby Ojawale, is she next in line for the bantamweight champion, whoever that's going to be? The Bone Bender is going to be up to the task, guarantee that.
Yeah, solid,
Boom.
solid performance. Did not break a sweat. Came in there.
No, I mean, Demolition Jackie just played right into it. She tied up with Boonby, and that was her first major mistake and her last mistake, because that one was quick.
With her coach. A very happy moment.
Right
They've
there.
had to really, really work with her after that tough loss that she had against Rizlan Zoak.
She just made a new fan over here. I think I need a Bone Bender t-shirt. That was impressive.
Yeah, she is next level jiu-jitsu. She is so good, and she's got that mad strength to go along with it. Shame Jackie is absolutely distraught, but she was just outclassed by a better opponent tonight.
That was something special. Jiu-jitsu at its finest. Textbook. Restonic bringing you the action replay. Walk us through it, Dirk.
Choke was already in at that point in time. Flattened her out, spin her around, just locked it up. Flawless technique. Gets the victory and gets her hand raised. Just absolutely textbook perfect execution by Boonby Ojawale. And she is quite clearly very, very happy. Runs around, big smiles, and why not? A great, great victory for her. Yes, Cyrus is standing by with our result.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Bassan calls a stop to the contest at 1 minute 23 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Boonby, the Bone Bender, Ojawale.
I'm here with your winner, Bumni Ojuwale. Big victory for you, and how big is that smile on your face right now?
I just love every minute of this. I can't help it.
You came out here tonight, you knew you were going up against another powerful puncher, but game plan, get her to the ground and just overwhelm her with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that was the game plan to the T. Get close, take her down, submit her.
Well, congratulations, a big victory. We look forward to seeing you again. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd just like to thank all my sponsors, including Venom, the guys at Express Scaffolding, and Alexander Caruth, and all the guys at the gym that have helped me prepare for this. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Bumni Ojuwale, ladies and gentlemen.
The bone bender in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of EFC 70. It's 5 rounds for the inaugural EFC Women's Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, out of the red corner. She is a judo specialist with an undefeated record of 3 wins and 0 defeats. Standing 1.62 meters tall, weighing in at 60 kilos. Fighting out of Paris, France, I give you Rizlin, the Lioness of the Atlas, Suak. And now her opponent, standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 3 wins and 1 defeat. Standing 1.66 meters tall, weighing in at 60 kilos. Fighting out of Durban, South Africa. She is the reigning, undisputed EFC Women's Flyweight Champion of the world, Amanda Mad Dog Lino. Ladies and gentlemen, when the action begins, your official, Victor Swart.
And that, of course, is Leah and Ayanda, our beautiful hexagon girls, Amanda Mad Dog Lino and Rizlin Suak. Biggest Swart with last, second instructions.
We're doing 5 rounds, okay? Listen to my calls and defense at all times. Touch gloves. Okay, back to your corners. Are you ready? Amanda, are you ready? Let's fight.
Round 1 underway, brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. In the black shorts with the gold trim, that's Rizlin Suak. In the black and the gray, Amanda Lino, and the power of Lino. Suak wants to lock up.
Yeah, you can see that she comes forward with both those arms. She loves to just put hands on people and just throw them all over the place. And now we go to get trouble.
What a takedown!
Big takedown. Amanda Lino back to her feet almost immediately.
Are you kidding me?
Again.
Ragdolling the Mad Dog.
Up again, and she's got it on lock. She's going to go for another ride. Amanda defends that time.
Great defense there by Mad Dog. Now going on the right again.
Yeah,
she has to separate. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And she's going to try to go right into that.
Yeah, she's going for it. She might try and do.
How good is Rizlin? She's nasty.
She's got that arm trapped. This could be it. Cyrus pops out. She has to keep distance. She has to keep distance.
Wow, Rizlin Suak though making a big statement in the opening minute.
Yeah, you have to put distance between yourself and her. You cannot clinch. You cannot get in any situation
Already
where
a little
she has hands on you.
Taking some damage.
Yeah, well, she was thrown on her back 3 times in quick succession. That'll do it.
Yeah, for good reason.
Stick and move.
5-round affair here, folks.
Stick and move. She's going to have to be patient because Rizlin Suak loves to stalk her opponent, walk her down. And as soon as she closes the gear, it goes again. She has to separate. Lands a couple of big shots, does Lino.
And Rizlin lands a few shots. Up against the fence they go.
She has to separate. You can see that she's got the overhook. This Rizlin's all right.
She's right back into a bad place here with a judo specialist. Shot to the body. Rizlin is the real Lino up over the top though. Lino fighting back.
Keep in mind, Amanda Lino went up a weight division to challenge Rizlan Zorak. She wanted to have a fight, and she has got one.
What a battle! Wow. Zorak throwing the box.
Spinning back fist.
You wanted a fight, ladies and gentlemen. You are getting a fight. It's living up to the hype already. Lino and Zorak.
Knee to the body, and again she looks for the throw. Defends, sort of defends that time. And we separate.
It shows you how good judo can work in this sport.
So few people have managed to do it successfully. Lino lands a big shot
over the top. And a left. Lino is doing damage. But a big right hand from Zorak.
Yep.
These girls are going with some bad intentions.
Tell you what, Rizlan also knows she's in a fight right now. This is probably the toughest one she's had so far. I'll believe that.
Rizlan Zorak is undefeated in this sport, and she's swarming Lino once
If you
again.
make a mistake against her, if I was Amanda Lino, I would stick to those low kicks. They really work super well early on. And now Zorak is trying to tee off.
She is a mad dog indeed. But the Lioness of Atlas is stalking. This is what she does. We're 90 seconds away here in round number 1.
Goodness, has it been that long already? Yeah. Wow. Felt like seconds. Rizlan Zorak, she wants to set her up for another big throw. Can she defend? On her back now is Lino. Rizlan Zorak goes for an ankle.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna go for that ankle. Twisting. Can she get it? Can Lino get out? And Lino gets out.
Yeah, and now Lino
she's going to get out.
Can she land some shots in here? Rizlan Zorak, she's got the wrist control.
I've seen her do it before on poor Stephanie Quayle. I don't think she's recovered yet.
Look for the choke. Is Amanda Lino? She might have it.
Is she under?
Big shot.
It's going to be tough against Zorak.
Seconds remain. 50 of them to be exact. Tries to come high. I think she's flattening her out. She's okay.
Is she okay?
She's going to try and pound it out. I mean, she's okay, not in the rear naked, but she can pound out a win. Seconds remain for
Rizlan Zorak had the fight of her life.
Wants to lock that in. 10 seconds. Amanda Lino has to work. Flattens her out again.
Some more damage at the end. And that's it.
Wow. What a round. What a round.
Rizlan Zorak looked absolutely impeccable in the early going. But Amanda Lino did not give up. This is not the same Amanda Lino that we saw against Isabelle Paré.
No, she's a lot more controlled.
She
she's
is
still
so much
super
more
aggressive, but very controlled. She's fighting very smart.
Exactly. She really is much more controlled.
I reckon that's Amanda Lino's round.
I mean, the lasting things that you see in the round, she probably had at least 2 solid minutes in a dominant position, and the last thing you see for the judges is that. So it's going to be tough for Rizlan.
Yeah,
but look at these throws, though. Beautiful.
And as we expected, if she puts hands on you, if she closes distance in a clinch, you cannot be there with her because you will get thrown around.
Take a look at that replay.
Big shots landed by both of them.
I mean, I'm just incredibly impressed with Lino, being as durable as she is at this point.
Rizlan Zorak redoes the bun in her hair. She had like 2 little ponies when she came out, but I think this is the more traditional how she does her hair in training.
Okay,
just
guys,
needs to get to
let's go.
business now.
Yep, absolutely right. Getting down to business. Round number 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Not only helps you keep up with your fast-paced life, but it gives you a habit.
Bounces by Lino and then backs out. Get in, get out. I think that's the correct way to fight.
Now Rizlan throwing hard, though.
And maybe trying to drag her down. Yeah, absolutely.
She needs to use that trip and drag her down to the ground. She was very close on that rear naked, but now she's going to be underneath Zorak. Bad place to be.
Good spot, and this is a mistake that she's made out of her own. Should have kept it standing, should have separated. Using the left instep now is Rizlan Zorak to try and pass, and she's going to do that.
And Lino with the power.
Lino's going to try and get back to her feet, but Zorak has got a hold of her arm. Wow, gets back to her feet.
oh my, indeed.
Lino has
What a fight,
the
folks.
distance between them. Zoak wants to close. She wants to get in the pocket. She wants to put hands on her.
Oh,
Big
Lino
shot.
with the big right hand. Caught her on the backside of it. Cyrus Hughes alongside Dirk Steenkamp on the call in the second round of a potential 5-round fight.
Good firing up. She's like, how's this, the speed and the power in his punches of Lino.
Get tied up
Knee
into
to the body. Big knee to the body. Now Zoak tries to trip. Lino tries to get up. She takes it.
Over the top. She's swinging. Swinging for a finish. Swinging for a home run.
Good punch by Rizzo. Now she lays it on thick.
Well, folks, if you're wondering if the women are ready for a main event here in EFC, the question is answered. Not only this, but our previous main event with Kiara Pinko as well definitely lived up to all the expectations. This is a fight.
Lino has to do more of the leg kicks. It really does hurt Zoak. Backs it up.
Oh, yeah, her legs are getting a nice little tint of red right above the knee.
Big punches.
That's what Lino's how you do it. If I'm Lino, I would have followed up with that. She had her backed up against the ropes a bit. Up over the top. Good, Lino. And so with an uppercut.
Whoa. Wow. And that's always going to happen. How Lino tries to and she does. Wow, respect.
Oh, yeah. And again, can Lino get back up after this one? And she's going to isolate that arm. Watch out.
Looking for the choke.
Here's the fix.
Oh, she's got this arm locked up. This is a bad spot. Can Lino fight through?
She has to fight through. Great blocking by Lino. It's the best defense.
Explode out.
Amanda Lino, does she have enough left? Can she power out? She has taken a ton of damage by Zoak. One after another, but she continues to defend.
She has to do
Lino not going away.
Drops off the reaction.
This is horrible.
They will swivel her hips and pump out from the outside. She should be able to get out. And there she goes. Wow, but now Zoak is just pounding on the pressure.
The heart of Amanda Lino.
Still not quite out of trouble.
No, she's not. But she is not giving up. But how much damage can one woman take? Apparently quite a bit.
Looking for the arm bar. She looks like she's got this. Lino power through. What? Zoak, she has to take it. And she's going to do it.
There's a Zoak. Can she get it?
Oh, wow. She popped it out. Lino flips out.
Less than a minute to go.
50 seconds remain, second round.
This might be one of the best fights in the organization's history. That is how good this fight is right now.
Absolutely. Both women taking a deep breath. Amanda Lino.
They're both zapped right now. Amanda Lino, how she's even running around is amazing to me. But Zoak put everything into that finish.
Zoak is tired. Big shot
by Risling. She threw a big shot, just missed.
Lioness of Orcas, now she gets hit with a big shot. But again, it's just, she gets in a clinch position. She gets thrown to the deck, and this is her MO. Go to the ground, grab the arm, isolate.
She has enough time. Only 5 seconds left in this round, and it looks like Amanda Lino is going to get saved by the horn.
Wow.
I'm spent, and we're only 2 rounds in. That's trouble.
That is quite big.
I'm going on reserves right now. I'm going on reserves. That mental, that's what that is. You're absolutely right. Insanity.
That's something else.
Restonic action replay. Amanda Lino coming out of the gate with some big shots. And then it went to Rislin's world.
Real big shots. But Amanda Lino can't get sucked into any sort of clinch situation, any position where their bodies are touching upright. She is going to get thrown, and we've seen now, this is probably the worst spot she's been in the whole fight so far.
And this is Zoak's MO. She likes that hip throw, getting the opponent right there, trying to put the pressure on the arm and then working from there. And also this armbar that she managed to escape from this was absolutely incredible for all money. She just had it. She had the thumb in her right hand. It was absolutely. I thought that was it. Just saw Risland's coach screaming at her.
Okay, round number 3.
Tight matchup.
There's 3 more rounds to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Potentially. Here we go. Third round brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, official energy drink of the EFC.
Big punches by Mandolino.
And she's not standing tied up with her.
Big shot. She lands a few. Big knee from Lino. Throw it. Gets it again every single time.
She's so good. But she's grabbing hold of that arm. Trying to isolate that arm, Dirk. We haven't seen her attempt the Kimura. Is she going to go for another crucifix, or is she going to try to attempt a submission?
Defended by the Mad Dog. Can she get back to her feet here? Risland has a hold of it on. That has to be it, surely.
Mandolino is defending with all that she has. She has to turn into it. She has to roll
face on the other side.
And try to lose it all.
And here we go.
Oh, I think that's going to be it. That's tight.
Oh, no. How has she done that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
She's not human.
She might be got the point for that.
She's going to get it. Potentially.
Right. Down the opponent. I think she just got overly excited. It's going to be interesting to see if Whooper's going to take the point here. Just a point. Yeah, well, it was unintentional.
And I don't think it did a ton of damage either.
But the problem is she had such a good position there. She actually gave up the position by making a silly mistake.
I don't think it was strategic, but hey, it worked out. Here comes How is Zoak taking these shots?
And again goes for the run. You can almost feel the frustration from the Durban crowd.
This is like a roller coaster I don't want to get off, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking for the mount now. Risland, she is firmly in position. 3 minutes, 15 remain.
Oh, man, that's a tough spot to be in full now with 3 minutes to go against an Olympian like Risland Zoak.
Bucks and really gets her off, and again, goes for the armbar again.
No way. Molino in a great position to defend. She's fighting and fighting. If she can pull up that left arm, she's going to start punching. Can she turn her over? What are we watching? We're watching one of the best fights in EFC history.
Wow. Oh, wow.
We're watching 2 women leave every ounce of sweat inside the hexagon.
And she's swimming. Great spot for her. A lot of time to work. Can she finish?
Can she claim another title?
Risland fighting from the bottom.
2 minutes to go. We're talking about having a lot of time on the clock. This is a bad place for the Lioness of Atlas.
She's got it.
Here comes the shot. Lino's gonna do it.
Referee's right on top of the action.
She's gonna do it. Oh my God. The era just continued. The legend of the Mad Dog continues. Amanda Lino, you are a double champion.
Absolutely insane.
Take notes, men, women. That's how you do it. That's heart personified right there.
Yeah, she was in so many horrible positions, fighting out of armbar after armbar. Yeah, that is heart, will, and determination like no other.
Oh my gosh. Just a beautiful exhibition of fighting, ladies and gentlemen. Restonic bringing you the action replay.
This is towards the end of the fight. Gets the back, lands a couple of big shots. One of the best officials in the business, Vicker Swart, right on top of the action. Eventually pulls her off. Man, oh man, oh man. What a performance by the Mad Dog, Amanda Lino. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Overcome with emotion for very, very good reason. Two-division champion Amanda Lino did the unthinkable tonight. Wow, what a performance. Let's send it up to Cyrus. He's got our official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vicker Swart has called a stop to the contest at 3 minutes and 12 seconds of the third round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes and new EFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Amanda Mad Dog Lino.
I'm here with your winner, Amanda Lino. Amanda, that was one hell of a fight.
I'll give it to Rizlan and said that she was going to bring a war, and she brought a big respect to her. She's a phenomenal fighter. And, you know, thank you to the Durban fans. Appreciate it. My family, friends, sponsors, my team, Cara Fighting Fitness, guys. Without you, this would be impossible. Those escapes, they come from all the guys putting them on during training and that. So I'm so grateful for everyone. Thank you so much. And EFC for this opportunity. You know, going up a weight division, it was really tough. But I love challenges, and I tell you what, that was one hell of a fight, and do it again.
Have you got any idea how you frustrated this Durban crowd every time you came into the clinch position and she just hip-tossed you time and time again? You could almost feel it in here. How did you manage to actually fight through that and get out of those horrible positions?
Yeah, I'd definitely say everyone was probably sitting on their seats. Their seats are probably cold. But, you know, I've got a great team behind me. My coaches, Ronnie van der Vloek, Dallas, my team from Cara Fighting Fitness, Colson, Gracie, you know, we train these techniques every day, and it proves just escaping those. I mean, she had that twice and I was like, oh, this is it. But, you know, I kept giving heart, and that's what I mean, you know, Dallas, you've seen them fight at EFC. My team makes sure that you come in with heart and you never give up and you keep going. So it was either she was going to take my arm off and break it, but I wasn't going to give up.
Well, congratulations. That was absolutely incredible. We look forward to seeing you again. Two-division champion, ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Lino.
Oh my goodness, trying to come down from this. That was an amazing performance by Amanda Lino. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the EFC Women's Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She is a mixed martial artist with an undefeated record of 3 wins and 0 defeats. 75 foot 2 inches tall, weighing in at 121 pounds. Fighting out of Lancashire, England, Karolina, the Polish Assassin, Wojcik. And now her opponent, standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist with a pro record of 1 win and 1 defeat. 75 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 121 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess, Velismus. The referee, when the action begins, Vicker Swart.
And the lovely EFC Hexagon girls joining us Hexside tonight.
Well, I got to tell you, the confidence is infectious from Cheyenne Velismus.
Yeah.
Smiling, happy. She feels like this one
But look at
is in the
Carolina.
bag.
Both girls,
intense.
their faces are telling very different stories. Yeah, Cheyenne smiling, Carolina looking
The
very mean.
American Cheyenne Velismus taking on the Polish Karolina Wojcik.
Cheyenne, are you ready? Let's fight.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. The power is yours. In the white, it is Karolina Wojcik. In the black, Cheyenne Velismus.
Good counter by Cheyenne. If this is Carolina's start, coming in and coming out, light on her feet, bouncing up and down.
Both of these ladies want a shot at Kiara Penko.
Lightning quick hands followed up by a beautiful right kick.
That was Lino-ish. Reminded me of the Mad Dog there, bringing the heat.
Yeah, we know that Amanda's going to be watching this fight. She had a fair bit to say about these two athletes.
You said it perfectly. You heard it perfectly. One gear.
Yeah.
That's what she has.
Yeah, indeed. This one's strong in the clinch up against the Hex. It's going to be interesting to see what Carolina has and see if she can switch off the Hex. Cage side.
Trying to drag Vojcik down. Vojcik has never tasted defeat in her professional career. Now getting out of the clinch and pushing Vlismas up against the fence. Carolina Vojcik. WMMA has become so intriguing in the last 5 years, and anytime the ladies are featured in the Hexagon, it just seems like everybody's ears are perked up. Everybody is watching intently.
Yeah, and the crowd's becoming so much more informed. We're seeing more and more South African female athletes coming into the sport. And what great two signings these are for the EFC. Really changing up the division. Really great to see. Both girls usually fight at flyweight, so it's interesting. This is actually a strawweight, if I'm not mistaken, which is great to see. But yeah, the women's roster in the EFC is growing in leaps and bounds.
Yeah, I think it just came down to short notice. The only reason why it wasn't at strawweight for these two, as she has Cheyenne Vlismas bunched up on the ground as the Polish assassin switching around.
Carolina has some nasty ground.
She wants ground and pound.
It was actually a takedown initiated by Cheyenne.
Triangle time, or is it going to be an armbar? She's going to turn her. Doesn't quite have the torque, doesn't quite have the positioning yet. Of course, Richie Cont watching very, very closely.
Yeah, expect Cheyenne's jiu-jitsu to be absolutely superb. I know she's been training a lot of submission work with Coach Richard Kwan.
Just gave her a little kick there on the ground. Did Carolina Vojcik. She has her leg or shin right there on the face of Vlismas in a very difficult spot right there because she still has a hold of that arm.
Yeah, she's got a right arm trapped. Cheyenne's not letting go of it.
She is not letting go.
Great
defense. Can she put her away, Simon?
Oh, she's pulling on so hard. She's cracking it. Carolina's grimacing.
Trying to whip that arm out.
Such toughness showed by the Polish assassin. That's
Absolutely.
superb.
These ladies have come to fight. They are giving it their all.
Very impressive submission fighting by Cheyenne. She really grabbed onto that arm and wouldn't let it go. But wow, did the Polish assassin tough it out. Great performance from Carolina Vojcik.
Something tells me that we have a champion in Italy right now watching very, very closely in Kiara Penko.
Yeah, and we know how good Penko is on the canvas as well. Any matchup with her between these two athletes would be a fantastic fight for me.
Here comes the right hand. And a big knee by Vojcik. Vojcik giving everything that Vlismas can handle. And now the size, the overall size of Vlismas is paying dividends as she has her up against the fence.
Good defense from Carolina, but Cheyenne is relentless up against it in the clinch. Interesting to see if she tries to initiate the takedown again, which didn't work out so well for the American the first time round.
Up against the fence, grinding is Cheyenne Vlismas, fighting out of Las Vegas, now fighting out of South Africa as well.
And don't forget, Cheyenne Vlismas used to train a lot with Misha Tate, and Misha's had quite a bit to say about the fight week for Cheyenne. And we know how good Misha Tate is up against that.
Oh, one of the best that's ever done
up against the cage. So this is no new ground here for Cheyenne Vlismas, I can assure you. Tries to go for the single trip. Carolina was wise to that.
Nice defense. Great takedown defense here by Carolina Vojcik. She has not let Vlismas get the best of her on the takedowns. But that is not going to stop Cheyenne Vlismas from digging that shoulder in, digging her head up against the head of Vojcik, trying to bring her down to the ground, relentless.
Good defense. Good defense by the Polish assassin, but nice exchange. Elbow toward the trading.
This might turn into a brawl.
It's certainly setting the crowd alight here at Carnival City.
Vojcik is not scared at all. She charges right in. She'll take one to give one. What a fight. Final second. And there it is.
Interesting.
My goodness, I like it.
Interesting round.
A very interesting round. Tough one to call. Control may have gone to Vlismas, but I think Vojcik did quite a bit of damage as well. I wouldn't want to judge that one. Restonic with the action, the corner cam. They do the action replay as well.
They do the corner
They
cam
also
and the action
support
replay.
Dreams
Do they?
since 1938. Do you have a Restonic mattress?
Well, I know that some fighters may be going to sleep later on this main card. That's
do you
for
have
sure.
a Restonic mattress?
Of course
or
I
not?
do.
Thank you.
How refreshed do I look? But looking at the replay, I mean, this fight went everywhere in that first round. Some great exchanges by both athletes.
Man, just look at her just punching. I mean, punch in the air, punch in the face.
We knew that Cheyenne was going to come forward. And Carolina, when she was up against their hex side, she was all about the defense. There was no way she could try and swing off the fence and turn it around. Some great upper body strength by Cheyenne kind of prevented her from coming away. But
I think she may have edged that one, especially with the submission attempt.
Yep.
And the overall striking. I believe Blismus may have taken round number 1, but there's a reason why I'm a commentator and not a judge. Karolina Wojcik needs to bounce back, needs to have a very good round here. This could be the turning point of the fight, and round 2 is underway. Vikaswar gets us started, brought to you by Dragon Energy Deep. Specifically designed to maximize mental and physical performance. That's Dragon Energy.
Wojcik coming in and out again, and Cheyenne was trading and happy to send her back.
So much. These ladies have 2 different types of swagger.
Yeah, Carolina goes in with quite a low guard, and Cheyenne keeps her hands up really quite nicely.
I think Karolina Wojcik has really won the hearts of a lot of folks here in South Africa just in the few days that she's been here, just because of her attitude. Cheyenne Blismus has done the same. Beautiful 1-2 combination by Wojcik.
Yeah, it's great to have 2 foreign athletes, 2 great sides. But they both love Johannesburg, they both love South Africa, having a great time here.
Well, hey, what a dedication by the folks here at EFC to bring in 2 international fighters to represent WMMA.
That was a good right hand by the Polish assassin.
And another left hand by Wojcik, and she's starting to get that timing down, Simon, and that could be a problem.
Yeah, she's actually willing to counter now. She's going to wait for Cheyenne to come forward. I think she's figured a little bit that she knows that Blismus is going to come forward to look for that big left, and she's willing to counter.
Like you said, she pops in, she pops out. There's Wojcik. Ladies are giving us a stand-up war right now. Gotta wonder how long it's gonna be until we're back into the clinch.
Oh, nice movement by Blismus coming in.
Trying to cut those angles of Cheyenne Blismus. That one stabbing her.
That was on the button. But Wojcik just comes forward, just brushes it off like nothing. Yeah, she's tough. You know, how she defended that armbar in the first round? She just toughed it out.
I call her the Polish tank, but we already have one of those. Where is Rafal Heretic? I missed that guy.
Polish tank, Rafal Heretic. Back with another good left from
We got a
Blismus.
German tank tonight, though.
We have a German tank. It's a pan-European fight fest tonight here at Cont in Johannesburg.
Halfway mark here of round number 2.
Wojcik's backing up Blismus, but Cheyenne's got a great left that she was landing on the Polish assassin. Another great left, but now
If she
Wojcik is
connects
backing
on
her
one
up.
of those combinations, she connects on one of those right hands. Right there, right on the money that time by Wojcik. Now this is an even tougher round to call because if you look at just significant strikes, I think you could make a case here for Wojcik at this point.
Oh, without a doubt. There's certainly that left hook that Blismus landed on Wojcik was an absolute cracking shot of the entire fight so far. But in terms of output, I think Wojcik takes a second. I think give it to Cheyenne. Another cracking exchange.
That's what we were talking about. If she can land the right hand, Blismus is not going to like that.
No.
But she is a warrior indeed. In fact, a warrior princess indeed. There's the left hand.
Good exchanges from both athletes. Neither one backing down. Wojcik certainly has the best in terms of the hexagon control. She's backing up Cheyenne quite a lot. Wojcik just brushes it off again.
Wojcik, though, continues to choke forward. Blismus needs to answer back. She cannot be backing up the entire fight.
Now, Wojcik's cutting off those angles very, very nicely. She's not going to get away from the hex at all.
I want to see that same aggressiveness that we saw from Blismus in round number 1. That big rush that we saw in round 1. Just doesn't seem like she wants to pull the trigger as much.
No, she's looking for that left again, but she can't escape from out of the hex. Wojcik is not letting her go, so she's just stuck in the pocket and hoping to look for the counter. But Wojcik just keep coming forward. It's a tough place to be for Blismus. She needs to circle off more away from Actually, both hands. It seems like she's quite handy as the Polish assassin in both hands.
How long can these ladies take this punishment? One after another. I mean, Carolina Wojcik has taken some damage as well, but you could see it all over the face of Belismas.
Yeah, she tried to go
a
for
little
the
jab for good measure.
Tried to go for the takedown, but it wasn't happening at all. Wojcik was too fast on her feet. A good right from Wojcik. Belismas needs to move it up, knock it up a notch. She was having success with that left hook in the beginning of this round. She needs to return to that. Wojcik saying, come on, bring it.
Carolina Wojcik just a straight-up thug.
Yeah, she is, and she's her guard. You know, see how her hands are down there. There's an opportunity for Belismas when Wojcik comes in.
I feel like Carolina Wojcik's been sent to collect money at some point. With just a few moments to go.
Really good timing by Cheyenne.
Anything with it.
She needs to use it. She's got like 5 seconds left to try and get some points in the judge's eyes, but I don't think it's going to happen. But she was looking for that takedown. She was trying to time that takedown, and it wasn't happening for such a long period of time. A little bit too late on the second.
Wow. Definitely making things interesting, though, was Belismas right there at the end. And with the old rules, I would say
around a piece.
She may have, taken that for sure. But I don't know. By the new rule standards, you got to do more damage. This is a close fight. We're in the Restonic corner cam right now. EFC 74. Here's your Restonic action replay.
Yeah, it's good hexagon control from Wojcik.
And it's real simple. It's just these 1-2s, one after another, and they're so effective. Now that she's got the timing and the range down, she's doing a lot of damage there with a beautiful counter.
Beautifully timed, straight on the button. Wanted to see more of that in a second, but she wasn't looking for the avenues, was Belismas. She wanted to try and get out of that position, but great hexagon control, cutting off all the angles was Wojcik, and was able to put those combos onto Cheyenne, and that beautiful trip. Waiting, great timing from Cheyenne, but she was looking for that earlier in the round, and it wasn't happening for her.
How do you feel the altitude is feeling for these ladies right now as we go in to the 11th minute, the third round of this fight?
Well, I give the altitude adjustment definitely to Cheyenne Belismas after training for eight weeks and 2 months.
Still,
at Apex.
Still, that being said, it's still a lot to acclimatize to. And here we go. Third and final round brought to you by Dragon Energy. Let's see what the ladies can do to finish up.
But just to see what advice JP Base has given to Cheyenne.
Trying to walk down Cheyenne Belismas is Wojcik. But Belismas doing a great job of circling, not allowing herself to get backed up against the fence. And I think that may have been the #1 thing that Richie Kwan would tell her is don't get backed up against the fence. You have nowhere to go.
Yeah, but Cheyenne, she's so good at her forward pressure as well. So you want to see more of that. She's a forward-coming fighter, and it's been her downfall in the past. But I think it's something she has no choice but to enact in this third round. She has to come forward. She can't keep coming off the back, but looking for the counter to time the takedown.
Another 1-2 by Wojcik. Cheyenne chases and misses. A spot against Kiara Penko lies in the balance. This is not an official #1 contenders match. That being said, there's a good chance that one of these ladies could be taking on the champ next.
That would be a great part for Penko with either of these athletes. But wow, even in the third round, both are looking pretty fresh. Very interesting to see how the Polish assassin is also looking pretty fresh, coming in to Johannesburg with just 5 days here and willing to put on a beatdown on Belismas. But Belismas is not backing out.
Belismas, great timing on that counter. Now Belismas is starting to adjust, and her counters are working a little bit better. As you can see, she's slipping the punches now.
That's exactly what I want to see. And I'd like to see another takedown because she had such success in the first round with the takedown and the trip. And the armbar was deep, and it was just Wojcik was able to tough it out.
Couple of jabs there by Wojcik as the stand-up war continues. But how long until Cheyenne Belismas pulls the trigger on a takedown again?
Yeah, she's going to wait and time for the counter, but wow. Both these ladies have done such a fantastic fight. We knew we would. They said they were going to put on a war. They threatened violence against each other. That's exactly what they've done.
Belismas said she was going to teach this B a lesson.
Did she indeed say that?
Well, yeah, she did. Yeah. I wouldn't make that up.
Oh, another great line
by Wojcik. Back and forth action between these two. Now getting to a clinch. Wojcik gets out of there.
Good flurry from Belismas.
Starting to get the momentum back on her side is the Warrior Princess. You can tell the confidence is there in this round much more than in round number 2.
Yeah, I think the Cont University corner is showing for us to start scoring some points.
Up against the fence we go. As they were jockeying for position, it was Vorchik that got Elizabeth up against the fence. And she's near her own corner, so she's getting instructions as we speak.
Trying to just get her left leg behind the right leg of the Polish assassin. She can look for the backward trip, but she's more concerned in like using the whizzer she's got on the left-hand side. But wow, Caroline's got such strong upper body control, keeping Christmas up against the heads. Nice leg on the knee on the inside from Christmas. She's still got the whizzer.
Pushing, pressing up against the fence. We talked about this a million times, but you just don't realize how much energy you're expending up against that fence in the clinch. It is absolutely solid. 90 seconds left here in the third and final round. Vorchik lands a combination. And a couple of jabs moving forward.
Oh, good left by Christmas. She's got such good fish striking. Really beautiful left hook she uses in there, and then she uses the right one. Get hand hunting is the Vorchik. She's looking for the time, try and time those counters.
Again, razor close fight, Simon. I don't know that anybody has really taken that clear lead, and I don't know what to expect on scorecards if it should come to that. For the scorecard, if Elizabeth can capitalize, she wants a takedown, and she just might get it, but no. Vorchik changes position, and up against the fence they go. I thought for sure Elizabeth was on the way to a takedown.
Yeah,
it was close.
she almost had her hands clasped and she let it go. I think both athletes are utterly exhausted after 3 hard rounds. I mean, this fight does what it said on the tin. It really did. We knew this girl was going to put on 1 second at a time. This was trying to be a leg kick.
And there's a takedown by Vorchik. Going into side control. And now
this was trying to get the hammer force from the Polish assassin.
Now she just has to hang tight.
Christmas can't stretch her out. She can't try elbows from the bottom post.
This is a fight. These ladies are playing tonight.
What a superb fight. Right to the bell.
My goodness.
And Christmas has quite a few words to say to her down the podium at the end of
She
that.
gave her a thumbs up, though. I think all's good. I think the respect is there, and you can't learn respect after that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fantastic.
Wow.
That was something special. I don't know how they're going to judge this, but have any inclination, that was a super razor-close fight from beginning to end. But I will go to you, because that's what you're paid to do, is analyze, and I want to know who you think won the fight. Go, Simon.
I think Cheyenne Christmas won the fight just by, then again, Vorchik had the hexagon control. A lot of the 3 rounds, she was backing Cheyenne quite a lot. I think more significant strikes perhaps go with Christmas, even though she's more bloodied. It's a tough one. I'm going to go with unanimous draw.
Unanimous draw?
I'll go with a draw.
I didn't think about that. That's possible.
I'll go with unanimous draw.
You could be onto something.
Who would cause the most difficulty for Kiara Penko?
I don't know.
Either way.
That's a really good question, because Penko is something special.
Absolutely superb fight, a back and forth war on the feet.
It was one strike for another. I mean, they were literally trading strikes back and forth, so it's a really, really tough call, and especially with the takedown at the end for Vorchik.
Yeah, no, indeed. And it's just the future of the women's MMA in the African continent.
I love the division with both of these ladies in it, regardless.
There's some great matchups for them going forward from this, if we don't get a rematch straight away from this, because they both deserve the win. They both gave everything ahead, and the crowd were going absolutely wild in some of those exchanges. It's going to be very interesting to see how this decision is. A tough one to score for the judges. As always, it's going to be a contentious one. Both athletes, in my mind, won this fight. So without further ado, let's send it up to Size Feeds for the official fight result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for decision. Judge Ferrier scores this fight 29-28 for Vorchik. Judge Bell scores the fight 29-28 for Velismus. And Judge Karen Giannides judges the fight 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess Velismus.
I'm here with your winner, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess Velismus. Cheyenne, you're very emotional. Such a tough fight. You wanted this fight. What are the thoughts and emotions going through your mind right now?
Everything I've been through the past 8 weeks being here. You know, my boyfriend, the champion for you guys, JP Bays. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this cage because the support goes a long way. My team back in Vegas, at home, I love you guys, but this is my home now, and I hope I impressed all you South African fans tonight, so thank you, everybody.
It was a superb performance. We're so happy to see you in the Hexagon. We can't wait to see you fight again. Congratulations. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess Velismus.
That was a special fight. That was a good one. And indeed, the word around the campfire is that whoever won that fight is going to fight Kiara Penko, and we'll see if that comes to fruition. Cheyenne Velismus getting it done.
The time for talk is over. It's time to knuckle up and throw down. 5 rounds for the EFC Women's Strawweight Championship. Introducing the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. She is a mixed martial artist with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Standing 5 foot tall, weighing in at 114 pounds. Fighting out of Lancashire, England, I give you Karolina, the Polish assassin, Wojciech. And now her opponent, standing across the hexagon, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a perfect, unbeaten record of 4 wins and 0 defeats. Standing 5 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 114 pounds, fighting out of Livorno, Italy, I give you the reigning, undisputed EFC Strawweight Champion of the World, Kiara Beastie Barbie Penko. Your referee when the action begins, Vickers Swart.
Tom's joining us here this evening, announcing the first round of this women's strawweight title fight.
The title is on the line, and there is your champion, Kiara Beastie Barbie Penko. Taking on that young lady, Karolina Wojciech. Italy versus Poland, it's going down. Final instructions.
That could go 5 rounds.
The battle of Europe here in Pretoria. I mean, can you have imagined the depth of international talent on the in the EFC roster? It's absolutely fantastic.
Ain't no love in the heart of the hexagon, baby.
Expected
round
nothing
1
less.
in the white, Wojciech in the black. Penko, round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy.
Penko snapping out that left jab straight away to create the distance. Wojciech has to find a figure way out getting past that jab, so we know how deadly Penko's jab is. Good movement from Wojciech then. It's exactly how she fights. She loves to bounce around and close the distance and keep the feint, keep her opponent guessing what angle she's going to come from.
Kiara Penko put up her shutout time here. She has to defend that championship, and I asked her in the interview at the weigh-ins, I said, you have to defend the title to truly be called the champion. And that's exactly what she is ready to do. Now let's talk about the weight cut. She had a very, very tough weight cut. She was able to recharge, she was able to rehydrate, but she did not look good getting on that scale.
No, the official early morning weigh-ins, not the actual celebratory ceremonial weigh-ins in the afternoon. She had to be helped away from the scale by her corner. So it was always a tough weight cut for her, but she rehydrated really nicely and she does it professionally. It was a tough cut for her. Wojciech looking in fantastic shape.
So let's talk about a little history here.
Oh,
how about
nice
having
combo.
2 foreigners, 2 ladies in the center of this hexagon in South Africa, where usually you always have a South African inside the Hex facing an international. This really says a lot about this women's division and about this organization in the final event of 2018.
Yeah, and it does show how far South African MMA has come and how far the EFC has come. Like I said, the international roster of EFC athletes is the envy of most major sports promotions around this planet. It can't be underestimated. EFC is still the cream of MMA on the second largest continent on this planet, if not one of the highest in the world.
Sticking and moving here, as you can see, Wojcik.
Oh, some nice right on Wojcik.
Right hand.
She's got good head movement as well. She's always keeping. Penko's pretty planted. She's not coming in with many angles. She's just looking to pass out that jab. But Wojcik seems to have got the better of it. She's not actually receiving much punishment in return. Always looking for counters, bouncing nicely on the balls of her feet.
What a matchup here, just round number 1. It's a feeling out process here. This is a 5-round fight. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and Kiara Penko can tell you exactly that. As she had to go into deep waters to get the finish over Danelle Eliasov and claim that championship. She's going to take her time, and she knows what this altitude is all about, and she is not going to overexert herself yet.
No, I'm sure she's coming into this fight a lot more understanding of what it's like to fight in the high felt.
Now that left eye showing damage already, Simon, on Kiara Penko.
Yeah, and it's nice, beautiful left again for Wojcik. And it's difficult. Penko's trying to head hunt, but she's having difficulty laying any kind of fist on Wojcik's kind of head movement. And if any young fighters out there want to see if you're a shorter, smaller fighter giving up an 8.6-inch reach advantage like Wojcik does, if you want to see how to counter that, here's a great example in front of you. You're bouncing around, keep head movements, be difficult to cut, difficult to hit. Always keep guessing, bouncing around and coming in and closing the distance fast. Stick and move, and Penko is having a lot of difficulty getting some damage onto Wojcik.
And we got about 90 seconds left here in round 1. Wojcik has landed more damage. I think it's pretty obvious here in round number 1. Kiara Penko needs to turn it up if she wants a chance to take round 1.
Yeah, Wojcik's just outpointing her in this round. She's just getting into the pocket, getting a simple 1-2 and getting out of range again.
Well, we know who's watching this one extremely closely. That is Cheyenne Melisma. She is in the audience this evening. And of course, she's going to want to crack at whoever wins this fight.
Yeah, Melisma said that she predicts that Penko will knock out Karolina Wojcik, or she will submit her and break snap her arm.
Well, hey, listen, there's no way.
I think she was saying that just to get under Karolina's skin.
Oh, 100%. I mean, she called her a little boy as well, so there you go. I mean, Cheyenne Melisma is going to say what she wants to say.
Nice overhand right by Wojcik. Again, beautiful closing a distance. Sets us up with the left and comes over with the right and does it again. Penko needs to find a defense for that. Because if Wojcik starts to give it the full beans behind that overhand right, it's going to be good night, Penko.
Karolina Wojcik, she's got a strategy here and it's working. She's doing damage on Kiara Penko.
And Kiara hasn't had a takedown attempt. I think she would have the better exchanges if we went to the canvas. Perhaps that's something we'll see in the second round. Her corner's definitely going to tell her, use your striking to set up the takedown offense. Your opponent's coming in, grab for a single. Just pick her as she's coming in. Pick her ankle and see if you can put her on her back. Take her down into your world, because we know how good Karolina is in the striking, but we know that Penko's beautiful on the canvas. That's definitely Karolina's round.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a great opportunity.
She knows what's at stake.
That
she knows how big
loss
this is.
has lit a big fire in her belly, and Penko may be paying the price for that.
And I'll tell you what I like about both women is they love being in this organization. And they do not take that for granted. We get some people that come in here and they're already looking to other organizations when they're here. These two love being a part of the EFC. They love South Africa, and they know how important it is to be a champion in this organization.
Well, here you are. You're an American. I'm a Brit. Here we are, loving South Africa. I mean, it's one of the most amazing countries in the planet.
You're a South African.
It's got a fantastic future, and the future of mixed martial arts is synonymous with the great future of this amazing republic. The growth is the only path for mixed martial arts on this continent in 2019. I'll tell you that now. Keep a very close eye on the EFC event calendar next year.
30 seconds in here to round number 2, and we're seeing a lot of movement out of Wojcik, but she's not quite pulling the trigger as much here in this round. Kiara Penko looking to establish that jab. You know how effective it is, a big swing and a miss. And a nice counter.
But if you're Karolina's corner, you would have said what Penko's corner is telling her. Good left from Penko. Is that start using that jab, start striking more. Don't let it come in so close to you and lay on that dirty boxing and get out of range again. And use up your striking to set up your takedowns, because that's what Penko does so well.
It looks like she may have already drawn blood from Wojcik. Well, I think that jab may have put a hurting on the nose of Wojcik as the blood's starting to come down, and that's how stiff that jab is for Penko.
Yeah.
It's no joke. Just ask Danella how stiff that jab is.
And she's also letting it hook a little bit as well and coming round onto the right side of Wojcik's temple, and that caused some big problems in it. Some good lefts coming from Penko.
She knows what the game plan is. She knows where her strengths lie. Karolina Wojcik, 2 big TKOs in her record over Jade Barker, a TKO to punches, and in round 2 a TKO by elbows. So she likes to get it done in round number 2, so watch out.
Yeah, and we know that Penko's had a full fight camp. Wojcik's coming into this fight, fighting in Pretoria, all the way from the United Kingdom with just 2 weeks' notice. And look how she's coming out into the second round. It's a testament to the fight readiness of this athlete. And she's backing up Chiara quite nicely, but then the stiff left comes out again.
Another jab. I mean, that's going to affect the breathing of Wojcik. We talked about handling the altitude. If your nose is broken, things are not going to go too well for you.
Interesting to see if this comes to the ground. Both ladies strong in the clinch.
Now, this is the first time we've really seen these ladies lock up at all in the fight, and it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand.
Yeah, I expected to see this in the first round, but Karolina very strong in the clinch, as we'd expect. She's also got some very, very nice Muay Thai. She's got a very good plum clinch. She's nice with the knees up some leaping knees up the middle, as you'd expect from someone of relatively shorter stature. But she's very strong in her upper body. Her torso pushing Penko up against the hex.
Up against that corner pad, it is Wojcik putting on the pressure, grinding against Chiara Penko. Karolina Wojcik is doing some serious damage, though. And all she's doing right now is really frustrating Chiara Penko. Penko has nowhere to go. She has that lower center of gravity, and she's using it to her advantage.
Yes, she is, and it's difficult to counter. Chiara's trying to circle away from the hexagon, but Karolina's got the whizzer and is not letting her move around whatsoever. And it's we talk about the 3-inch height advantage of Penko. We talk about the 8.6-inch reach advantage, and that kind of dirty boxing up against the hexagon has been completely negated. And I was surprised that Penko wasn't able to take her down, because that's exactly where I thought she wanted to take her. Good left from Penko again, though. Karolina ragdolls her to the ground.
Oh my goodness. What a takedown by Karolina Wojcik. And it's like she waited for her moment and she got it with ease, Simon. Well done by the Polish assassin. Punches from the bottom.
You can see how good it's going. She's going for arm, but Karolina moves around very nicely. Stays in full guard.
Now, the good thing about Chiara right now is she's in her corner, and she does value her coaches very, very much, and she listens very, very closely. So that's what she's doing right now, and that may be the best advantage that she has in this position.
Yeah, schooled on the ground by Massimo Rizzoli in Livorno in Italy. She's got fantastic submissions off her back as Penko. Very, very sneaky submissions. Got a great Kimura. But Karolina's very wise to that, and she's keeping good control. She's not letting her escape at all. Chiara trying to look for an arm, but no dice.
One fighter out of England and Poland taking on an Italian fighter, and the fans are dialed into this main event for the title. Restonic with the action replay.
That's a beautiful left jab. Obviously, Chiara's corner telling her we need to start letting her fists go because they're so effective in your last fight. Beautiful left jab. Kind of mix it up with a left hook as well. Kind of feinted a couple of takedowns attempts. A much better round from Penko, but I've got to be honest, that was a great left from Karolina in return.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And it was Karolina Wojcik, the Polish assassin, who went back to her stool a lot more fresher. Penko struggled to get back to her stool.
Well, she needs every second she can get to recover. Our champion, defending champion, Chiara Penko. Karolina Wojcik going in to round number 3. There are lovely EFC Youtube girls. Once again, welcome back, Michelle. Pumza in the house.
We haven't seen Michelle in quite a while. It's good to see her back. She loves the Pretoria.
We just see her in the RDG ads all the time.
Okay, round number 3, girls, let's go.
And here we go. Round number 3 brought to you by Dragon Energy. The ladies are putting on an exhibition out here of heart.
Vocek comes out very fast, and you can see Penko's left eye starting to close up a bit. That's going to cause her some problems, particularly in the stand-up, because it's been mostly on the feet. Penko's corner will be telling her that was a lot better second round. You're probably slightly higher, but I'll give it a run round a piece.
Power punch by Kiara Penko. We don't see that big right hand very often.
Oh, nice right high kick. Certainly unfazed as Vocek though. She's tough as they come.
Penko has never tasted defeat, undefeated in her career. Vocek, of course, take the controversial loss to Cheyenne Blismus, and she wants to right that wrong. She wants to win here, and she wants to defend that title against Cheyenne Blismus and prove that she won that initial fight.
Another stiff left jab coming from Penko. Still good movement from Vocek though. She's not letting her opponent get away. She's cutting off all the different routes of exit for Penko and the hexagon. Good control by Vocek, but she needs to get that head moving back a bit. She's not bouncing around as much as she did in the first round.
One thing about Vocek is she keeps her hands down a lot. She keeps them a little bit too low, and it leaves her wide open for that jab. Now we're going to see Vocek trying to bring this fight back down to the ground. She easily got Penko to the ground in round number 2. Is she going to be able to reenact that in round 3?
Yeah, all of Carolina's pro wins. A lot of elbows, some TKOs from punches, a couple of decision wins, but we know that all of her decisions wins have come by knockout. She hasn't got a submission win, but I was surprised to see how she took Kiara down to the ground relatively easily and kept her down there, knowing how well and how sneaky Penko's jiu-jitsu is.
Carolina Vocek continuing to pressure Penko up against the fence, trying to tire her out. She doesn't need to do much more of that. Penko's already feeling exhausted. You can see it in her face, see it in her movement, but she continues to carry on because, damn it, she loves that title, and she doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah, it's almost changed her life, hasn't it? She's become quite a celebrity. She's a superstar in the making. Her modeling work has taken off, but boy, she's a fantastic worker in the gym. So disciplined. But here we have Carolina Vocek with a fantastic opportunity. She was so fight ready, taking this fight with 2 weeks' notice to fight altitude, and boy, is she acquitting herself so well.
Kiara Penko. Now Vocek up against the cage. Now we're going to see if Penko can bring this fight to the ground. We know she's so effective. We remember the finish. It was a triangle turned into an armbar, and it was nasty over Danella.
But that was almost over a year ago. And she hasn't had I think one pro fight since that victory over Danella. And here we have Carolina Vocek, who's been very, very busy. I mean, she only fought just 2 months ago here at the EFC. So it's not necessarily a case of cage rest, but Carolina's been improving, and Kiara had to wait for this, which was essentially her first title defense.
Got about 90 seconds left here in round number 3 as Vocek continues to pressure and sap the energy from our champion, Kiara Penko. EFC 76, the finale of 2018. Cyrus Fees alongside Simon Stevens. And the pressure is still on. Where's Vocek going to go from here?
This is very impressive of Vocek to have this kind of cardio in the 3rd round. We've got like 80 seconds left in the 3rd. To keep her opponent up against the hex fence with beautiful control. I know a lot of fight fans at home thinking this is relatively boring. For me, I love this. I think it's a great display of heart from both athletes. And it's great to see Bianco turning around and putting Vocek back up against the hex. But one of these athletes needs to take advantage and spin off and trying to create some distance with an elbow.
How exhausting is clinching? I mean, how exhausting is clinching?
I don't think anything else in sports comes close to it. And unless you've been in that situation yourself. I mean, I've tried it and I've lasted 10 seconds. I mean, it's so cardio sapping. You're fighting literally for your life.
I lasted 11. We'll go.
Oh, really?
30 seconds left here in round 3. And Vocek back up against the fence. Both ladies are tired, but Vocek is in the advantage here in round number 3.
Tries to pull guard. Really nothing there at all. She hasn't got anything at all.
creeping up the back of the head.
One or two fists coming in from Vocek for that. Ooh, nice right. Oh, nice up kick from Penko.
Oh, she connected with the up kick.
Vocek seems to just eat that one for breakfast, and it seems to be a game plan from the Polish assassin.
I expect her to full guard again. I think she feels so comfortable on the ground against Wojcik. She's so crafty with her submissions. She snaps them on very, very quickly. And Wojcik, if she's smart, probably doesn't want to go down there with Penko.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And she's got such sneaky submissions. She's got some great triangle chokes in her past, in her pro career, and she can just slap them on really quickly.
Again. Right across the jaw. And it looked like she was falling back into guard anyways.
Yeah.
But it did look quite dramatic. Let's take a look.
It was just a glancing blow, and Vocek just really didn't give it a moment's notice.
And round number 4. If she doesn't get a takedown, I expect her to full guard in this round. Round 4 brought to you by Dragon Energy. The champion, Kiara Penko. Challenger, Karolina Wojcik. Nice jab once again. And I don't have to tell you, Simon, everybody knows this. It's not just a cliche. You have to beat the champion. You cannot go out there and just go to decision. You need to beat the champion promptly and decisively.
Oh, it's a nice knee attempt from Penko. Karolina says no doubt at all. Didn't even connect. And that left eye of Penko's looks a little bit painful, but she's certainly still acquitting herself well on the
She
feet.
may have to take a break from modeling just for a few months. Let that thing recover a little bit.
It'll close up after 2 weeks. Put a good steak on it. We've got good steak on it.
Yeah, great steak.
Oh.
Sticking the jab once again. One of the best jabs I've ever seen out of the female fighters. Kiara Penko just has a devastating jab.
Yeah, usually she's got a nice stance. We've seen Kiara a little bit more relaxed and going backwards, almost like a kumite stance before with Penko. Something similar we saw at the weigh-ins. But she's happy just to wing that left out there. I think it's probably a bad idea. Oh, it's a good left coming inside onto Karolina's head.
Wojcik cannot afford to make mistakes at this point because Penko is starting to get a rhythm behind her, and she's becoming very, very effective with her strikes.
There's a nice right from Karolina. She was covering the distance nicely, testing the range by the jab. She's covering distance very, very quickly with that left, and that right connected nicely onto Penko. But yeah, the head movement's gone away a bit from Karolina, but as you'd expect coming to the 4th round here on short notice.
Every stiff jab, every big shot, the crowd is giving the reaction. The big oohs and ahs from the crowd here in Pretoria. Trying to go up top, Kiara Penko with the educated feet.
3 minutes left in the 4th round. I still haven't seen a flying submission attempt that we predicted, but there's still a round and a half left to go in this title
indeed.
fight.
Still plenty of time.
You asked the question. I mean, how would you score this round, these past 4 rounds so far? It's a hell of a tough one to fight. A nice elbow coming in for Penko.
Kiara Penko, like I said, the confidence is on a whole new level right now. You can see that the exhaustion not really setting in. It seems like she's getting her rhythm. She's not breathing nearly as hard. And I think she feels really good right now. You can just tell by her movement, very, very calm.
But Karolina's still got some good movement. Her hexagon control is really, really nice. I mean, she was circling around away from Penko all the time. And then other times she's cutting off all the escape routes from Penko. So nice cage craft from Karolina. But some of the head movement that we saw in the 1st round has gone, as you kind of expect. But she needs to, what she was doing so well in that 1st and 2nd rounds, close the distance quick. And I'm surprised we haven't seen some of those hooks to the body. I mean, she used to have some beautiful combinations. She's got a great gut shot and a great right hook to the tummy. I haven't seen that from Karolina in this fight.
Karolina, though, once again getting a little bit of rhythm herself, and now they're getting tied up. Kiara Penko, both fighters separate. They want to test that chin a little bit more. And the crowd happy to watch it.
Kiara tried to counter, but didn't have anything going. Good left. That jab certainly being the story. If Kiara Penko wins this fight, it'll be the story of that left jab yet again. Karolina at times has difficulty getting past it.
Penko and Wojcik, main event of EFC 76. Great movement by both ladies in the 4th round. Going on 20 minutes inside that hexagon.
Oh, another beautiful left. And that just angered Wojcik more. entitled to come forward and slip some counters of her own. Nice right onto Penko though.
Wow, what a recovery. She baited her in, but here comes Wojcik.
And this is where Wojcik needs to go. She's much better than the dirty boxing. She needs to come and close the distance and make a brawl of it.
Oh, another left hook. Wow, these ladies.
She needs to make Penko pay for that jab. And now she's starting to do it, and that's what we wanted to see. She's much better when she's in the pocket with the dirty boxing. And she's been strong in the clinch up against the hexagon in the second and third round, and she's going back to that again. Trying with the foot stomps.
If you like striking, this is the fight for you. Both ladies willing to stand and trade. Now the clinch up against the fence. Karolina Wojcik is most likely going to try to end this round here.
It was an exhausting fourth round for both athletes. How they still got something left. A great performance from both fighters. Very tentative, very equally matched as well.
That is a hard fight to call. And we got one more round, obviously, but
both athletes have to see this fifth round as a one-round title fight. I mean,
100%, I agree.
A world title on the line. You come out and you fight like you've never fought before, just for 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes now to change your life. You put it like that, and these girls are going to come out swinging. I tell you that now.
100%. Let's take a look. Oh, and there's that big left hook snapping the head back of Karolina Wojcik, and another one just for good measure. That's Rastonic bringing you the action replay, supporting Dream since 1938. And there's Pumza letting us know we're going into the fifth and final round of the main event of EFC 76. Yes, indeed, WMMA stand up. What a matchup here in Pretoria.
And if I'm this woman's corner, I would say to her, make her pay for that jab. Get in close, make a brawl of it. Your dirty boxing is better. Use your gut shot, slip and hook. Because once you close the distance and you're in the pocket, you're a better fighter than Penko. Don't let her pay for using that jab and close that distance. That's what Wojcik does so well.
Kiara Penko setting it up, but Wojcik, she needs to be the first one. She needs to be in there before Penko.
Oh, a nice front kick from Penko that snapped back Karolina's head. Again, she's tough as nails.
And you gotta do some fantasy matchmaking here and just imagine what a Penko-Velissimus matchup really looks like. It could be very interesting.
Be great. Both athletes respect each other well. We know that Velissimus is supporting Penko in this fight, knowing what the distaste she has of Wojcik. It's a fantastic grudge match coming there in the future, regardless of this result.
No love there whatsoever.
No, I'd love to see that fight again. And
so we're a minute in, and there's that jab once again. Penko, so extremely accurate. Looking for a big front kick. Is the difference maker going to be the ground? Are we going back to the ground in this fifth and final round?
Yeah, someone's going to have to sway the judges in this final round, because at the moment I have it relatively even in the scoring. Like you said, I don't want to ask you the question, but it's pretty even Stevens in for those 4 rounds, and maybe even 2 apiece. And both athletes have an opportunity here to make a difference in the judges' eyes and finish strong.
Oh, that's a big right hand. But Wojcik not backing up. There ain't no back up.
Nice knee from
Polish
Penko.
assassin.
She's trying to come over the top of that left hand. She's struggling to get past Penko's left jab the entire 5 rounds, but she's down trying to come over the top of that right hook.
I feel like a takedown would be a very welcome thing for either fighter at this point.
Yeah, certainly who ends up on top would make the big difference in the record books. I think whoever takes a takedown and finishes this round strong will take the fight.
International action here at EFC 76, our finale of 2018, as it truly is Italy taking on Poland. What a matchup. These ladies have been incredible. They deserve a lot of credit, and we saw half a round to go to decide who our EFC Women's Strawweight Champion truly is going to be. Right now, Karolina Wojcik looking fantastic up against the fence, not doing much damage, but she is controlling.
Nice left high knee from Penko in return though, but Wojcik was very successful second and third round clinching up against the hexagon, and she knows, just like we said, that she needs to make a good impression in the final 5th round, and she's grinding Penko down up against the hex fence.
Taking a little dirty boxing in there is Karolina Wojcik. just short little shots. And I'm just kind of waiting for Panko to explode. She's did that in these exchanges, and she's taken the advantage. Is she going to be able to do that again against Wojcik, or is she going to try to pull guard again?
Yeah, Wojcik's just counting down the clock, running opponent, but they transition away. Wojcik turns her opponent back up as against the hexagon. Vickers-Swart has not given either athlete a warning yet to be more active. I'm a bit surprised at that. I expected more.
Vickers-Swart is the one referee that actually stopped the fight.
Pulling guard.
There it is.
Vickers-Swart asked Wojcik to take her hands away from the fence, even though I think she was grabbing too much.
Pulling guard indeed. Is Wojcik going to get down there? Nope. She knows better.
Asked her to get back up.
She doesn't want no part of that.
A bit of a stiff left coming from Carolina, though. She made Panko pay for that attempt.
Chiara using low center of gravity, digging down. Great technique by the Italian.
Oh, it's a nasty knee up the middle. And Wojcik turns her, spins her around beautifully, back up against the hexagon. This is really debilitating for Panko. She tried to create distance, she tried to pull guard, she tried to lay a nice left jab on, and Carolina just takes her back, straight back up against the hex.
It's not very pretty, but it's effective what Carolina is doing right now.
Very effective. And you've got 40 seconds left in the final round in this women's world champion strawweight title fight. 30 seconds left for gold.
Can Chiara Panko get out of this position, or is she going to wait it out?
What has she got left?
Carolina Wojcik, they're going to separate for a moment. Final moment.
That's a good right kick from Chiara.
Baby, a beautiful front kick.
Oh, and a good right, returning from Wojcik.
Oh, and another jab. Charging forward, spinning back fist. Let's go.
And pulling guard again.
Going for the triangle. Is she going to keep that leg up?
10 seconds left. Wojcik in full guard. I can't see any submission coming in from Panko. It was a last gasp attempt to pull guard. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote. 5 rounds, incredible fight, a tough fight for both athletes. But wow, both athletes 23 years old, and what great futures they've both got regardless of tonight's decision, Cyrus.
So incredible. These two fighters, there is no quit in either one of them. Both exhausted at different points in this fight. Of course, it took Chiara Panko a solid 3 minutes just to get to her feet following the fight. That's how exhausted she was.
Yeah, but like you said, neither fighter backed down, and they just gave it absolutely everything. Both athletes are winners in my eyes.
I'll say this.
That was a great performance from both.
I'm running the cliche back.
Oh, go on.
You got to beat the champion, and I don't know that she beat the champion. I'm not going to make a prediction, but I'm just going to leave it there. Just going to leave it there. If it goes that way, that'll be my explanation for it. Charging forward is Wojcik.
Yeah, Carolina still thinks that she probably won it. She's kissing the lucky charm around her neck. She's raising her hand up, thinking that she's got the victory. Panko just waiting with referee Vickers-Swart patiently. Both ladies put quite a decent smackdown on several rounds on each other. Both connected. That stiff left jab of Panko is really the story. So let's find out what history will say with Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 hard-hitting, incredible rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. Judge Ferrier scores the fight 49-46 for Wojcik. Judge Bell scores this fight 48-47 for Panko. Judge Strauss scores this fight 48-47 for your winner and new EFC Women's Strawweight Champion, Carolina, the Polish Assassin, Wojcik. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of EFC 83. It is 5 rounds for the Women's EFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner. She is a karate specialist, coming in with a pro record of 1 win and 1 defeat. She stands 5 foot 5 inches tall, weighing in at 124 pounds. Fighting out of Nice, France, she is the winner of the Fighter Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Manon Fiorot. standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. She's a mixed martial artist with a record of 4 wins and only 1 defeat. She stands 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighing in at 124 pounds. She fights out of Durban, South Africa. I give you the reigning, defending, undisputed EFC flyweight and bantamweight champion of the world, Amanda Lino. Referee, when the action begins, Victor Sword.
I can see the goose pimples and Ali already coming in this cracking women's flyweight title. Of course, Ali is one of the RDG Hexagon girls.
Amanda Lino, double champ, taking on that woman right there, Manon Fiorot.
I don't know if Amanda Lino requires any extra motivation, but at the media day, when Manon pushed her forehead into Amanda told me it triggered something inside her. And she's always been a fierce fighter, but there's something different about Amanda tonight. I really expect her to close the distance.
This fight's underway. Round number 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Out of the blue corner is Lino, the red corner, Fiorot.
The question is training with Rodney van der Vlucht in Belito and Umhlanga. I expect Amanda to probably trade Manon down and see if she can test her on the ground game. So we haven't seen much of Manon's ground game.
Are you sure that's not van der Vlucht? Love you, Rodney. I know you're listening to this. And a nice side kick right to the body.
Yeah, with that karate background, she's got a very varied kicking attack. She's got a nice switch kick, a good question mark kick. She mixes up beautifully the kicking attack. But it just takes one of those for Amanda to catch and dump her on the floor and start moving it aside and do the ground and pound. We've seen it before from Amanda when she fought Rizlan Zurak. You know, we got what a great judoka Rizlan Zurak was, and Amanda was able to gut it out and take the win in incredible fashion.
Oh my goodness, Fiorot is just, she is something special on the feet. What she's able to do, and there it is, the attack. Fiorot pushes her right up against the fence with no hesitation and no resistance.
Amanda's got the underhook, she's pulling with the right.
Now she was able to make the weight, but from what I understand, maybe a little trouble with the weight cut this time for Amanda Lino. She does look fresh, she looks focused, and it probably isn't going to make a difference, but could.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. Particularly, everyone talks about when the Durban guys come up here to Pretoria or Johannesburg fighting at altitude. But Amanda's fought enough outside Etaquini for it not to be an issue. Yeah, you know, she's got absolutely fantastic cardio. She's been in camp pretty much all year for this fight.
She never stops.
And she's been so ready.
She lives it. She breathes it. She eats it. She lives it.
Yeah, no, she can fight for days, can Amanda Lino.
I mean, I can't help but to go back to the Zurak fight. It's one of the best fights I've ever seen. As far as just showing heart, I mean.
Yeah, 4-1. She's wise beyond her years as Amanda, and she's a great leader of that team at
Fighting Fitness. Gets the takedown on Lino.
That's interesting to see, isn't it?
Didn't necessarily see that happening.
Amanda's no slouch off her back.
No, she's tricky. She really is.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable position for her. I've asked to see Manon Fiorot's ground game, and I'm going to see it straight away in the first round. I'm happy.
Yeah, I know we give her a lot of credit for the stand-up, but now she's showing us a little something here, top game-wise. Nice half guard netted. What has that not been the position of the night?
Yeah, it certainly
half guard has
it?
really equaled victory this evening.
Amanda tries a little hip bump with her right. She's going for that again. Trying to turn into Manon. She's got the underhooks. Looks like a decent top control from Fiorot.
Fantastic work here so far by Fiorot. Biggest Sword asking for more action. He wants to see more. Nice shots to the body. He doesn't see enough though. If it just stalls out, he'll definitely stand it up.
Yeah, very interesting to see with that fantastic karate background, but never really got a chance to see Manon Fiorot's ground game during that entire season of the fight. We know it was there and she was no slouch, We always kind of expect striking specialists coming out of France with a lack of legalization of mixed martial arts, which is due to be coming in 2020, I'm glad to say.
Over a minute left here as Furo is in control on the ground. Once again, not something we expected, but Furo is still relatively an enigma and still relatively a mystery as what type of fighter she's going to be at 1-1. Only 2 pro fights.
Amanda's turning in to control the torso. Still got that underhook she's holding on to desperately. But like you said, Furo's very happy in side control, just mixing up a few body heads. Just keeping ratcheting up the points for this first round, taking it easy. There's 4 rounds to go after this. A couple of hammer fists to punctuate the end of the round in the judges' eyes as Furo. Amanda seems quite patient and comfortable, and she's looking for an opening where she's going to see the round out with just 30 seconds left. But not taking too much damage, Amanda. It's pretty good defense. She's controlling the head and the torso quite nicely. Furo's really not had an opportunity to posture up and rain down some really dangerous ground and pound, apart from a couple of hammer fists.
Pretty one-sided thus far. Granted, keep this in mind. Vibrant.
Yes. Good point.
Especially with the caliber of fighter we know Lino is our champion. She definitely willing to go into deep, deep waters. And there it goes. Round 1 in the books. It was all Furo.
The Amanda seemed very patient, controlled, didn't take too much time. There's a bit of a flow from Furo at the end, but I will hardly say that the ground and pound was ferocious.
That one hit me hard. I wasn't expecting that.
But definitely that first round going to Manon.
It was one of your best ones there. So that was Restonic bringing you the action replay. Manon Furo.
Round number 2, let's go.
And here we go, folks. We go into round number 2 of a possible 5-round bout for the women's flyweight championship. Manon Furo moving in already.
Coming with a nice left right. Manon Furo says no dice there, no, actually no problem.
I'll say this. Furo has a little bit of a swagger about her. She's a little cocky.
Yes.
She doesn't say a lot, but her body language, the smiles, the smirks, she's a little cocky.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
Kind of like that, and then so is Amanda's also very, very confident.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and so they should be with this level of skill set. They have the right to be so. And what a journey it has been for Manon Furo. She certainly backed up Amanda with that there.
You know, and that reality show is no joke. You talk about so many weeks away from your home and the sacrifices that these ladies had to make.
There's a good right side kick to the gut of Amanda, and that's backed her up a little bit. There's a good usage of range there from Furo. Happy to keep the distance. I did expect Amanda to be coming forward a little bit more and making it dirty. That lateral kick to the head, to the knee, also pretty dangerous. Nice variety.
Charging forward there is Amanda Lino.
It's a good movement from Amanda. She's really happy to control their hex and stay in the pocket.
Furo is definitely giving her some challenges here. And Amanda just trying to adjust. She's taking a few shots. Double champion. We've had a few here in the EFC. Of course, the man that you'll see in the next bout, a 2-division champion not too long ago, Drix Duplessis.
Yeah, Amanda's trying to figure out Manon's range. She really wants to get in close and get her hands on her, either use the dirty boxing or clinch up. She's having a difficulty with Manon's movement, which has been very, very beautiful. Manon's coming in and out very, very nicely. And she's chasing a couple of shadows as Amanda. I expect her to come forward and brawl a bit more.
How much? Now we're seeing shades of Pere and what she was able to do. She kept Amanda at range. She landed a lot of shots. There's only so many you could take. Oh gosh. This woman can kick.
She can kick. Amanda Lino is a very different prospect to knock out. Lino has got one heck of a chin.
She can still kick. I hear you. Granted, but She is kicking with some other type of force here.
Yeah, no, she is a very, very specialist KO with both feet.
She's like Paré with kicks.
Yeah, Isabelle Perret was a pure boxer through and through, wasn't she? Even though I think it was the boxing that secured her the takedown and got the submission.
Yeah.
It was a relatively easy rear naked choke after Amanda was stunned that put her to sleep. But yeah, you're right, with the four-limb tack, Manon Fiorot is a very different prospect. But then again, it's a very different Amandolina.
You know, what about being a double champion? You know, we talk about the glitz and the glamour and the history that it's all about, but then you got 2 targets on your back. Not only just 1 target, you have 2 targets. That's a lot of pressure to live up to. And we haven't seen really anybody step forward to challenge for the bantamweight championship. But in the flyweight division, there is a lot of great fighters out there.
Yeah, the future of women's mixed martial arts certainly looking bright in 2020 with talents like this. A big overhand from Amanda. Big swing on this, and Fiorot's coming in. Another big left high roundhouse from Manon Fiorot. For these 2 rounds, she's really backed up Amanda up against the back of the hex fence.
Again, I really like this high step she does. I don't know what that's all about, but that's fun. She looks like Deion Sanders high step into the end zone for a touchdown.
But Amanda doesn't want to be in this kind of game. She doesn't want to be in the range striking kind of game. I really expect her to put men on the back foot, and she's not doing that. In fact, she's the one being put towards the fence and put on the back foot, and she's just covering up and trying to counter strike, and it's not being as effective. Now, Amanda's really strong when she's brawling and she's in the opponent's face and doesn't give them the space to pull out those kind of range kickboxing attacks. But she's allowing Manon to do that, and that's another left roundhouse that's finding a pretty good home. But we've seen Amanda stunned before, and it's always not ended very well for her opponents. Again, the lateral kick.
And now she throws out a spinning back fist. Doesn't really connect with it.
No, Amanda kept the guard up nicely. She's been very defensive.
No, listen, Manon Fiorot, she, like I said, the swag is high.
Yeah,
she's feeling herself in a big way. Let's take a look at the oh gosh. Yeah, maybe not got all of it, but she got enough. There's another one, didn't quite get all of that, but a nice combination.
It's a beautiful combo, wasn't it? It really was.
She is special with those kicks.
And that just went straight through the guard like butter. Amanda had her right hand high up every time those kicks came in. Oh, there's a beautiful connection. Really finding the foot curve around the back of the head and going straight through Amanda's guard. She can't keep taking too many of those. She really has to start pushing Manon Fiorot and see how this Frenchwoman fights on the back foot. Because I have doubts about how she is on the back foot when you're being pushed back against the fence and getting the pressure. She's letting Manon Fiorot tee off on her with that range striking, and the Frenchwoman's getting way more confident. Amanda has to turn this into a brawl. It's now a 3-round fight. Her title is on the line.
Here we go, right back to it, and here comes the Mad Dog. She's already moving forward very quickly. She has to be careful not to walk into a big one, though.
There we go. That's what you want to see from Amanda.
That's Amandolina at her best. He's rushing.
I mean, she didn't really connect with anything big, but we really started to make Manon Fiorot think.
A nice leg kick. She's going to kick her leg up a little bit. I don't think she checked that. She ate that leg kick. This is what Amanda needs to do. She can't just stay at the range of Fiorot. She needs to take her chance on the ground. Ooh, and a nice right hand out of that scramble.
And knee didn't really connect for me. I just want to see if Amanda can set up the takedown with her fists and what she was able to do if she's able to get top on top of Fiorot. Yeah, it's always one of those cases here in our comfortable commentary booth. We've got Dragon Energy drinking our microphones, calling out the shots. You know, like it's the easiest thing, like it's a game of Tekken, but we know it's one of the hardest things in the world to do. Neither you and I would have the balls to step in here like these 2 fantastic athletes who are putting on a show.
Easy, speak for yourself. No, you're right.
Amanda's still got that steely gaze.
Yeah, absolutely, and she hasn't been wobbled really at all.
She's very happy to return back to her corner. This is her 3rd round now, and she's backed up against her own corner with her coaches in the corner there. Dallas Jacoby, Durban MMA legend, alongside Rodney van der Vluck and Andrew Smith there, who unfortunately has been injured and was going to fight here this evening.
You got to talk about the experience and going in to deep rounds like Bruno has. Fiorot's never been down that road, period. Not to mention deep rounds in Johannesburg, or not Johannesburg, but Pretoria, South Africa, at altitude.
Yeah.
Something has to be said for that.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get into the 4th and 5th round, this thing may swing in a big way.
Yeah, we didn't really see it in the fighter though. In the season 2 of the fighter, they're relatively short rounds and relatively short fights. They're 2-round fights. So we certainly haven't seen Manon Fiorot go the distance, certainly not into the championship rounds. That's a good call, Cyrus. 4th and 5th rounds at altitude is a very different ball game, particularly if it goes down to the canvas.
Great southpaw work there. She sticks that right hand out there so easily. Does Manon Fiorot out of France, just 1-1 in her career, and finds herself fighting for a championship here in the EFC in a terrific women's division where WMMA has popped up all around the world in every major organization. And here in the EFC, we have had some wonderful fights here.
I do like how Manon Fiorot is getting out of danger. She's light on her feet. It's like Kyokushin point fighting. You know, it's the kumite style of keeping light on your feet and jumping in and out of range, in and out of the pocket, mixing up your kicking
like
attempts.
Bloodsport kumite, right? Similar.
Yeah.
Shout out to Frank Duke.
Back in
Chong
the
Lei. Charge it forward. Unable to connect. 90 seconds left here in round 3.
Still no real damage caused by either athlete. Of course, I think at this point with a minute to go, Mandolino is 3 rounds down. But she's one of those fighters that you put her in a dark place.
So they're just trading combinations right now, trying to one-up each other. A minute left here in round number 3, and kind of what we expected in that, you know, 2 high-level athletes canceling each other out. I do believe Fiorot has landed more significant damage, more significant shots. Although Lino is having a good round.
Oh, that was a good right from Fiorot.
If Lino could finish this round strong, she may steal the round. But she has to do something significant.
Yeah, certainly better than the first 2. It's a testament to Fiorot's ability from striking from range, but actually Amanda is the athlete that has an 8-inch reach advantage. And Fiorot is backing up Amanda again, and is happy to stay in the corner of the coaches.
Manon Fiorot with that lunge of a jab. Seems like she is waiting, just trying to pick her spot. And, you know, what a great fight for her. Not having to deal with the ground too much, able to stay at range.
Yeah,
it's the type of fight that Manon Fiorot wants all day long.
Yeah, it's just playing into her wheelhouse, it really is.
Let's take a look at this replay, Simon.
Yeah, Amanda, the game plan was better than the first 2 rounds. She was coming in, and for the first time, she really started putting some fists on Manon, but it was one of those cases of, like, taking 3 to give 1. Again, it was a beautiful lateral side kick to the gut of Amanda. They backed her up, but sure, Amanda's got one heck of a washboard. I don't think it caused as much damage as it has done to Manon Fiorot's previous opponents.
There's Manon Fiorot, your challenger. Is she up 3 rounds? I think most folks would say that she is, but here comes Lena once again. We saw this the last 3 rounds. She comes out firing, she charges in. She's got to make something out of it, though. She has to direct her towards the cage. She has to do something.
Yeah, she's coming in quite a lot. She's coming in straight in. You know, another one. They're nasty, aren't they? They really are.
It's hard to watch.
And it's difficult to come in against a kickboxer thinking I'm going to set up a takedown with my fist and then do a level change when you've got someone who's got deadly knees and kicks like Fiorot. Beautiful takedown.
Baby. She's no one-trick pony. What a takedown, perfectly timed by Manon Fiorot.
Well, she's answering a lot of questions tonight, this Fiorot, into this 4th round. And she's taking time to pause, getting a breather, just staying inside there, just using a little bit of top control. Amanda's going absolutely nowhere. Fiorot just taking her time before she's going to start flurrying some ground and pound. Using the back of the neck, but that right elbow's there for the taking.
This is at least a different setting for Amanda Lino, being on the ground, being able to engage with Fiorot, where she's been chasing her for the last 2 rounds.
But you called that Rizlin Zurek fight, and we've seen Amanda Lino in this position before
that's what I'm saying,
with a superior ground specialist.
That's why I think that this may be a blessing to be on the ground. Fiorot has showed us that she is more than capable on the ground, but at least Lino, this gives her a chance to engage with Fiorot, and that's better than what she's had here in the last 2 rounds.
That's for sure. At least on the ground, you can't be subject to that kicking attack. Referee Vickerswart warning Fiorot about the side of the head. Looked pretty legal to me, but he's closer than I, so...
She needs to get into a position to sweep out and possibly take top position or to isolate an arm, anything.
Yeah, Amanda was looking for that right arm of Fiorot. It was tucked inside. She had certainly keeping her right elbow in. Amanda was hunting for it. Fiorot thought better. Got out of the position.
Vickerswart watching very close. Not a whole lot of action here in the half guard. As Fiorot bears her head into the chest of Amanda Lino, making life very uncomfortable for the champ.
Yeah, Fiorot really giving no space between their torsos whatsoever, not giving Amanda Lino the opportunity to frame up in any way, shape or form, using her head to control Lino's torso. It's under the armpit, keeping her opponent completely pinned to the canvas. Very happy in Amanda's guard. There's not really much danger. Amanda needs to look and see if she can isolate that right arm. I don't think she's reaching for it, as she is, but she just hasn't got the wrist control. Fiorot is so strong. She's even pulling her arm back and getting a couple of strikes in of her own as Fiorot. Now she's posturing up. Interesting to see if she lets Amanda get up. She's more than happy just to take a couple of leg kicks and take advantage of the position. 2 minutes left in the score.
Nothing happening here. We're just going to stand this up. Chess match continues here, round number 4.
And coming in with that high guard, taking a couple of shots.
She leaves that body wide open, that's the problem.
She's looking for a knockout of her own. Just trying to enter the pocket, which is so difficult to do without taking that amount of damage. That being said, Amanda's so tough, she's not cut. She's still swinging.
That was a scramble that could have worked out for Lino, but does not.
Yeah, it was a tough one. It was just one of those things where the momentum was against you. Almost like she had the clinch around the back of the neck, was almost going to try and pull guard or go into the clinch up against the hex and see if she can do a bit of dirty boxing against the fence, but the back of the momentum just took it down and Fiorot ended on top. Again, we've seen it again and again tonight here in the EFC 83. Some of that undercard was absolutely fantastic. It's just sometimes when the momentum and swinging this happens, you just end up in the scramble the wrong way around.
Nice left hands there, feeding.
Amanda's getting a couple of shots there.
Oh yeah, I mean, piston there. Very quick hands.
Oh, she's pouring it on there.
No one wants to put an exclamation mark on this. She wants to end Amanda Lino. Although she is firmly in the lead on my scorecards. As we get ready to close out 4. Ooh, she nearly trapped up that arm. There it goes. Arm trapped.
Gonna push off there.
Lino Fiorot is a juggernaut. She has been unstoppable thus far.
Yeah, she's just pouring it on. Not particularly devastating strikes, but they are cumulative. And she's done very well on the ground to keep Amanda there. Trying to push off at their head fence, but Fiorot says no dice.
No, says Fiorot.
That was a beautiful time. It was a double leg combined with a trip and end up beautifully into side. A wonderfully timed takedown by Fiorot. Really was delicious. And it was just unfortunate in the scramble when Manon caught the leg and just drove through on the single.
Now, chances are low, but I believe that we had a fighter, and I know you might be able to answer this for me, out of Spain.
Irene Cabello Rivera.
Remember what happened to Irene?
She was doing superb against Danielle Elias quite a few years ago. Altitude got the better of her, and she faded in the second.
Look at these breaths. She's taking some serious breaths. Nah, I mean, it's a long shot, but She's taking some very big breaths, and Lino is to a point as well.
5 minutes is a long time in mixed martial arts.
Oh, you better believe it.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Amanda Lino's proved again in the past. You put her on her back, you put her in a very, very dark place, and she will come in with a right hook and knock you out, Sparko. We've seen it in the amateurs, we've seen it in the pros. Never counter out, even now.
Swarmed. So solid is Manon Fiorot.
Coach Rodney van der Vlucht and Dallas Jacobi in a perfect position to be giving Amanda advice. And still don't forget, at 28 years old, she's still got another title to defend in 2020. You know, regardless of the victory, if it goes Manon Fiorot's way tonight after this round, Amanda Lino is still a world champion.
Believe that.
In some ways, it kind of makes sense to spread out the gold.
Yeah, sure.
You know, now have two fantastic women's champions rather than one.
Yeah, try justifying that to Amanda Lino, though.
She will want to come back in 2020 and take this belt straight back. Yeah. She's going to go back to Durban tomorrow and start strategizing with her team in Umhlanga.
Vicus wants to see more as Manon is in side control, healthy side control.
Yeah, it's very difficult for Amanda to get out of here. I mean, Fiorot had the butterfly, now she's in full mount.
Full mount with a lot of time left. Amanda Lino is in a tough spot, to say the absolute least.
Oh, Manon's top, posturing up.
Oh, this might be the beginning of the end. This might be too much.
Amanda's so strong, she's still trying to hip bump.
Look at get underneath that
trying
neck.
to explode. She sneaked it underneath. She hasn't got it locked in,
It's
though.
under the chin, though.
She's happy to get the strikes to soften her up, to see if she can. She's cranking it. She's
got her.
It's under.
She's shutting her down.
We've seen Amanda go to sleep in this position before. She refuses to tap. She's one
Manon
of the
Fiorot
toughest
is
athletes we
on
have.
the precipice.
Amanda's turning around. She's going the right way to get out of it.
Amanda Lino,
tough this out
with
before.
every ounce of energy in her body.
There's nothing Rodney van der Vlucht can say to it at this moment in time other than just to gut it out. And what show of spirit from Amanda Lino.
But she still is in a bad, horrible spot right here. I don't know that she's getting out of this one, Simon.
She's trying to wall up and turn around. She just needs to grab hold of an arm to get one of those. She's got a decent rubber guard as Amanda. She's
so
giving up her back again. She's got fighting for wrist control. There's still a chance here for Amanda to get out of it.
She's in autopilot. She's
going
in
to try
muscle
and get
memory.
up.
She is exhausted, but she's still fighting. My goodness, Amanda Lino, 23 minutes in, and she is still giving everything that she has.
Yeah, the last time she was stuck in a rear naked choke against a Frenchwoman was Isabelle Perret, and she refused to tap. She went to sleep. She didn't go to sleep this time. There's still 2 minutes of hope left for Amanda Lino to keep this women's flyweight title.
2 minutes indeed, but hope is running out right now. It's very tight, and I don't know that she's going to make a mistake. Fiorot. Hammer fist trying to end it, still scrambling.
She's still defending as best as she can, which is why Vicus Swart has not stood them up. He's getting plenty of action. Manon Fiorot is certainly not sleeping on Amanda, though.
No, she's not. She's playing the game right.
She's tracking that left leg, basically in half, with Amanda's torso up against the hex. Very difficult position to get out of. And Manon's just going for the side flank, trying to soften up the ribs. That left elbow there is there for the asking. Amanda's doing a very good job of preventing Manon from posturing up with that left arm around the back of the neck. She's controlling Manon's torso very, very nicely. Manon's got the right arm of Amanda trapped now to prevent that exact exit route from Amanda. And there's some nasty right hands coming in.
Systematic punishment from Manon Fiorot.
She's got the guillotine. It's not really locked in. It's a very difficult position for her to get into.
Can the French woman win with a guillotine?
Amanda's got good wrist control, and now it's Manon going around the back of the fence and not giving herself the space to actually get the leverage for the rear naked or the guillotine.
Bearing down, 20 seconds left.
Amanda's trying to get to her feet and see if she can just explode and come around with a spinning back elbow. And another trip from Fiorot sends her straight back to the canvas, and she's going to try and finish as strong as she can. His kicks are coming in. She's not letting Amanda get up. She's going to finish strong in the judges' eyes.
Hey, that's how you do it. That is how you operate. That's how you win a championship.
Wow.
I mean, that was 25 minutes.
It was a shutout, wasn't it?
25 minutes of physical exertion. That was a war. That was what a title fight should be. And she earned every bit of it. In her third professional fight, Simon, she wins the EFC Flyweight Championship.
Beautiful game planning by the French team there. You know, and great show of respect for Amanda. That's exactly what we expected. Absolute great display of guts by Mandolino to put up with that over 5 rounds. And Manon Fiorot just absolutely devastating with her kickboxing, really mixed it up. But I think she answered so many questions by showing that she's got a real legitimate ground game. So let's send it up now and hear the result from my friend in the Hexagon, Sarah Spies.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges see this fight 50-43, 50-45, and 50-45 for your winner by unanimous decision and new EFC Flyweight Champion of the World, Manon Fiorot!
I'm here with your new champion, Victoria. Manon Fiorot, félicitations, what a fantastic performance. Your thoughts and emotions right now on being the new women's flyweight champion of the world.
Manon, bravo et félicitations pour ton combat. Quelles sont tes émotions après avoir gagné cette ceinture?
Je suis super contente, j'ai fait le combat que je voulais. Bon, j'aurais préféré finir avant, mais Amanda, c'est une solide combattante, mais je suis contente d'avoir fait 5 rounds. Au moins, je vois ce que ça fait, j'ai tenu le rythme, et voilà.
I'm really happy to fight in South Africa for UFC. So proud to be the champion and very happy to do exactly the game plan.
Fantastic. Victoria, give it up for your new champion, Manon Fiorot.
This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the EFC Women's Strawweight Division. Introducing first in the red corner, a mixed martial artist with 1 win and no losses. She stands 5'3", weighing in at 115 pounds. The fighting pride of Cairo, Egypt. Please welcome Heidi Ahmed. And her opponent in the blue corner, a BJJ specialist with 1 win and no losses. She stands 5'1", weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa. Welcome, Jessica G.I. Jess Munaimani. Your referee for this bout, referee Bobby Karajanides.
Good to see Bobby Karajanides back in the Hexagon, one of the best refs we have on the African continent. Fascinating strawweight contest, all to play for in the women's strawweight division in the EFC. The lovely Alexandra Abada welcoming the first round. Been a fight fan with us for the EFC for many years as Ali. But it's Ahmed in the all black and red one piece, and in the 2-piece black PFA top and shorts is Jess Munaimani. Ahmed straight out to the middle, putting the pressure on immediately. Jess clinches up.
Pressure came straight out of the gate.
A lot of turning in. Jess is going to look for the takedown. Ahmed's wanting to disengage, but it was a good trip though. Ahmed straight into side. Jess tries to come around and take the back. No dice with Ahmed though.
She's utilizing a judo side control. She's trying to take the back.
Ahmed just a little bit strong. Trying to control the neck. Jess is bucking and doing well. It's good active defense when Jess Munaimani is able to take the back, but Ahmed still coming in with some shots and a little bit of ground and pound with the rights. Patient from Jesto.
Got that bulldog headlock. Old school. Backyard. Applying a lot of pressure to that head. Oh, pops out. It's a good job.
Good job from Jess. Ankle holding up the neck. Now Jess with the takedown. Comes into half. Now she's in full mount. Nice and calm transition and reversal from Menemone.
Into a full mount position. She just needs to take her time to compose herself. Stay heavy. Structure.
Ahmed's giving up her back.
Turn her back.
Just got a difficult position for Ahmed to be in. She's got one hook in. She's looking for the neck though. Difficult to see from this position, but she's going to try and flatten her out, which she does. It's a nasty position for Ahmed to be in.
Oh, big elbows coming in there. Just riding the back well. Big shots. That's going to be under the chin.
Ahmed just can't get out of that position. Just good BJJ from Jess, but she's trying to turn around, and she does. Good work from Ahmed.
Good turn in that position. Just immediately looking for that triangle position. Going to the omoplata. Just can't get it overhead.
Some nice elbows from the bottom from Jess Menemone. Ahmed just got to get out there. The triangle's in. She's going to pull down. She's got it. She's now in the seated triangle position. This is the nasty position, Ahmed. How can she get out of this? She's taken the shot. The triangle is still on. She's trying for what she can as an escape. But it's such a dominant position. The elbows are coming on. Bobby Karacinis is looking very closely. He's warning Heidi Ahmed to stop, and it's all over. Jess Menemone goes 2-0. Beautiful display of guts from Jess Menemone.
So aggressive, and still aggressive in her approach. Letting her know who's the boss.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful triangle. She was reversed and didn't give up from there. She threw up the leg, she got it, turned it into, rolled with her opponent and turned into a sitting triangle, and then just used that position to choke out her opponent and bring down the ground and pound. And Bobby Karacinis gave Ahmed all the chance, and there was just no escape from her. She tried her best.
That was with such aggression. Dropped some big elbows on her. In the mounted triangle position. Just laid down some heavy elbows.
Heidi Ahmed still going into the camera. There's still no quitting her. She lost the fight, but
she wants to come back. She's shouting.
She wants to carry on. Now let's take us through the Sonic Action replay, Gareth.
She did exceptionally well to get on the back. Good leg sweep. Went into that half guard. See that full mount triangle and dropped some heavy elbows. It seemed like she was coming out the back door, but Bobby had seen enough.
Yeah, there was plenty of unanswered blows there.
I mean, there was even an armbar on there as well.
Yeah, there wasn't really no escape from that position, is there?
No, definitely not. All the weight, she was carrying all the weights on her head.
The X-crutch, 2-pack from Jess Menemone as well. So let's get the official result and send it up to Kotso Bilal Ramapol.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Karacinis has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes and 9 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes. G.I. Jess Menemone!
I'm here with your winner, Jess Menemone. I'm sure some peace will be made later, but still I've got to talk about the jiu-jitsu coming out of PFA. Was that the plan the whole time to take it down?
The plan's always to take him down. I like ground and pound too much. Listen, I just want to first say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allahu Akbar. Thank you, God, for this victory. Thank you for keeping me safe, keeping my opponent safe. Yo, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Did you want to prove a point after the weigh-ins yesterday?
Yes and no. I don't think it was so much about proving a point after the weigh-in, but I don't like disrespect. I don't like ugliness. We sports people, so it threw me off a bit.
But I really wanted to put that aside and not fight emotionally.
Blazing a trail in women's MMA in South Africa, you're an example to so many people. Where's this journey taking you now? 2-0 in the women's strawweight division. What's next?
You know, I've said this before, I just want to ride this wave as long as I can. I'm not a spring chicken. I feel like I'm on borrowed time. So I want to do as much as I can with the time that I've got.
Well, can't wait to see you back here soon, Jeff.
Just give one big shout out to my coaches, my husband, Anisha, Morty, every single body in the gym that was available for me during this camp. Thank you so much, Team PFA.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, it's war! 5 rounds for the EFC Women's Strawweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter with 7 wins and 5 losses. She stands up 5'3", weighing in at 114 pounds. Fighting out of Birmingham in the UK, welcome, Alice Adeline! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist who stands undefeated with 2 wins and 0 losses. She stands up 5'1", weighing in at 114 pounds, fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa. Welcome, Jessica G.I. Jess Montgomery! Your referee for this bout, referee Ferdy Bassan.
Ferdy Bassan is your referee for this championship matchup. It all comes down to this. 5 rounds. That is Liera, your Ignite model tonight. Make sure to check out Dan Bilzerian's Ignite Premium Vapes. Alice Adeline, fighting out of the UK. Taking on South Africa, G.I. Jess Buenami. Final instructions from Ferdy Bassan.
Obey my commands at all times. If you say stop, stop immediately. If you want to touch gloves and go to your corners. You ready?
It's time to battle it out. Time to knuckle up and throw down here in Johannesburg. Round 1 of the potential 5, brought to you by Dragon Energy.
Nice exchange from both, followed by a leg kick from Alice. Just looking for home for that right cross. Alice comes through with a nice one too.
It's so funny, Simon, you know, not even thinking about the fight prep, but, you know, I go onto my social media on a regular basis, and Alice Adeline has articles all over the place, always talking about what she does, you know, with OnlyFans and the modeling and the content and everything that goes with that, but also talking about her fight acumen. And I don't think there's enough credit given to her for what she can do inside of a fighting structure. And here she goes, taking a major step, putting it on.
Oh, it's a big right.
G.I. Jess. Oh, goodness.
She's just landing so many combos. Jess is looking to scramble. She's got clinching up. Nice hip throw from Alice into half.
This is a performance of a lifetime for Alice Adeline.
Just punches and bunches from Adeline. Jess did well to try and clinch up and see if she can close the distance and prevent the striking. Alice is going to see if she can get some ground and pound. But nice, well done by Jess to get back up to her feet. She's going to try and clinch. Another right on the disengage from Alice though. Jess going to look see if she can start landing some strikes of her own. She's going forward. Certainly weathered the storm there. So just punches and bunches from Alice.
You're absolutely right. One thing that we note and one thing that we've seen over the years is that these ladies can really dig into deep territory. Like, they can really go to another gear when they get inside of this hexagon. We've seen it time and time again. And already G.I. Jess is being tested tonight here in round 1. We're 2 minutes in, and this is already a slugfest.
Another right from Alice, and more punches. Jess looks to close the distance again. Alice was looking for the hip toss earlier, but it was a good defense on the feet
by Jessica Menemone. And they're clinching up. This is what Jess needs to do.
Being tested.
She needs to slow it down a little bit and see if she can get a grappling game on. See if she can work inside the clinch. Good head control from Alice up against the fence, though. Both exchanging shots up the middle.
Talk about the impact she made on the Fighter Season 2. And now, getting a chance to come back. Big knees to the body, and that may have really zapped Jess Menemone.
Yeah, it was certainly needs the breadbasket Jess that put her down. She's still looking to throw up her rubber guard, though. She's holding on to... She's let go of the arm. She's now in full guard, is Ardelin. She's got a very nice jiu-jitsu program at PFA. Jessica also runs. Oh, it's a nasty right bit of ground and pound from Ardelin is coming through.
Oh,
she's teeing off a little bit.
This is her moment right now here, Simon. I don't know. This just seems like this is Alice Ardelin's moment right now. This is her moment in the sun. She's worked hard for it, and she is
nasty shots.
Menemone.
Still in half. Oh, nasty elbows from Ardelin.
Oh,
Jess is cut.
The blood.
She's getting back, trying to get back up. Ardelin just pushes her back.
The grit of Jess
Oh,
Menemone.
some more nasty elbows. Jess is still fighting back, though. She's got the... Looking to see if she can isolate. Looking for the triangle. Look for the arm.
That could be trouble. We got a minute left. Ardelin recognizes it and pushes through.
Jess with some nice elbows.
Triangle.
From the bottom. Alice can't sleep on Jessica's BJJ, that's for sure. She's let go of it. Another right shot from Alice.
She's losing a lot.
Shots are coming in fast now. Alice is looking to the finish. Jess needs to get out of this position.
Bloodbath.
Jess is getting back up to her feet.
Continues to trudge forward. This is incredible. What a performance. The amount of grit by Jess Menemone. This is special.
Yeah, just showing the heart and guts of a champion, Menemone. Showing that she's ready for the war, but she's taking some more shots from Ardelin to back up against the fence. She's moved from this. Another hip toss from Ardelin, though.
Wow.
Landing in full guard. Just can see if she's got
the... She seems to have an answer for everything, Simon. She seems to have an answer for it.
And there the bell goes. What a fantastic round from Ardelin. Menemone's shown she's got the heart of the warrior, though, by coming back and throwing up her own submission attempts. Had the wherewithal for that ground and pound barrage to throw up the triangle choke, see if she can tease the arm, just see if she can throw anything up from the back. Incredible round.
You know, one thing that Jess Menemone is doing is hanging around in this fight, and that leaves opportunities for mistakes. It leaves opportunities for injuries. Right now, the doctor, the medical team, highly touted medical team, taking a very close look. And here's your action replay, Simon. I mean, she had everything in this round, did Alice Ardelin. And even with that, with all the blood flow, with all of the damage, her opponent, G.I. Jess, still in this fight. Incredible.
Still throwing up submissions, still thinking about how she can finish the fight, even though she's taken that barrage and she's cut and bleeding. And then she gets back up to her feet. She's looking for the clinch work, that knee up the middle from Ardelin. When they're both fighting for wrist control, put it down. She continues to take some shots. We saw from the replay from the truck that nasty elbow that sliced the forehead. But Menemone still didn't back down. Beautiful hip toss from Ardelin. But just still trying to control off the back. It's a nasty cut. We're going to see if they can stem the blood flow there. Ardelin's ready to go.
It's going to be tough. But you know she wants to keep fighting. Without a doubt. And think about the position you're in as the husband, not just the coach, but as the husband, and you have to watch your wife
30% waved it off.
Like that. This fight is over. They have called it. Alice Ardelin had done too much damage. And now, as we said, her place in the sun is now. Her moment of glory is now. She is the EFC strawweight champion of the world. Congratulations to Alice Ardelin.
Ardelin just showing she remains undefeated here in the Hexagon in the EFC Performance Institute.
Wow.
Showing beautiful technique, great stand-up, good control on the ground. But what can you say about Jess Menemone? seen it so many times before, the absolute heart of a warrior. What a fantastic fighter, and even more inspirational person she is. No disrespect in the build-up to this fight, and both athletes just went to war. When they say that women's MMA is the best proponent and the best representation of MMA in the world today, and that remains so true of the EFC when you've got two fighters like that who put on such a fantastic fight. I'm so proud of Jess Benemmy just digging deep and just never giving up that entire first round. A lot of fighters, any description, would have given up, but not Benemmy. Just came back with the road, tried to scramble to her feet, was looking for positions, throwing up submission attempts. Even though she was badly cut, she was still fighting back as best she could. The bell went and she went back to her corner, but the doctor decided, might decide, perhaps not best to continue, even though I know her heart would say to her she wants to go out and go all 5 rounds regardless of the injury she sustained. But great display from Ardelin, and a very well deserved title.
What you just said there, I think, is so perfect, Simon. What you said the best proponent of MMA right now is women's MMA, and there's so many times that we call so many fights, we're part of so many events that you kind of need to love it again, and they show you why this sport is one of the best sports in the world today, and it's fights like that. It's that grit, it's that determination, it's that passion. Jess showed that in defeat, and for on the other side of it, Alice showed the years of frustrations and the ups and the downs of this sport, and there's so many of those, so many pitfalls, so many valleys. To be able to fight through that, to get to an opportunity like that, and for Jess Benemmy, she is so injured that she has to leave the hexagon right now. And Alice Ardelin, you saw that face, kind of having fun, like, you know, I didn't mean to do it that bad, but she did. And she's dominant, and she deserves to be a champion. She's not just the best ass in MMA anymore. She's a champion in MMA. That's incredible. Alice Ardelin about to be presented that EFC championship.
Yeah, truly incredible achievement from Alice Ardelin. I'm glad Jess is going back to get that cut sorted. It was incredibly deep, and that's the only reason she couldn't continue. The heart of a lion, Jess Benemmy, but I'm glad she's going back and getting the doctors to take a look at it and fix up that cut.
Let's send it up to Hotso to make it all official and crown our new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ferdy Basson has called a stop to this contest at 2 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner due to doctor's stoppage. And new EFC female strawweight champion of the world, Alice Mean Girl Ardelin.
I'm here with your new champion, Alice Ardelin. How does that feel after all you've been through in your fighting career?
Oh, it feels amazing. I've been working so hard for it. Thousands of hours. Just want to thank, firstly, I want to thank my coaches, guys that I've been working with on strength and conditioning, Silk, Adam, Ranch, wrestling and striking. I want to thank Kevin that came here and helped me. Silk, I already said Silk. And I want to thank Chu, my jiu-jitsu coach, and all of my teammates and my family and my TikTok fans that actually told me to do the face when I win the belt. So I'm happy I won the belt. It's for me and for my team. And another win, I'm just lost.
Jess showed that she's got the heart of a warrior. I'm sure she would have continued if it wasn't such a bad cut. Did she surprise you in terms of durability? Because once you had her on the ground, she was throwing up submission attempts, was fighting off the back to the entire end of that first round.
I was surprised because my past fights, just my past fight that I actually use my elbows. I keep forgetting I have elbows as well. Like, I like to throw punches and stuff, but I forget about elbows. But I did catch her with an elbow, and I hope she gets a speed recovery because the cuts are really nasty, and I have a lows. Like, if you watch all of my fights, I have cuts all over my face. I know it's nasty, and I know how hard they heal. I hope she's having a speed recovery. I want to thank her and her team for this opportunity. And Graham,
Cairo and News, all of you guys, EFC. I'm happy to be back. I want to thank Leo Franco for helping me with some psychological tricks. And yeah, that's long.
I hope that you come back in 2023 this year and defend that bout. What are the chances of that happening?
I would be happy. I would be in, oh my God, because I love South Africa so much. It's amazing here. I have so many fans on my TikTok from South Africa. They all wanted to come to the fight, but obviously because it's a private event, they couldn't. They were all asking me for tickets. I'm sure they got pay-per-views, millions of them, I hope. But yeah, I'm happy.
Finally, is this the greatest achievement of your career, taking this gold back to Ronin MMA, back to Birmingham?
Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good night.
Your winner and your new EFC Women's Strawweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Alice Ardelin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. This is EFC 102. 3 rounds in the women's strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. With 2 wins and 0 losses, she stands at 5'6", weighing in at 114 pounds. The fighting pride of Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome, Juliet, the Bone Crusher Uka. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai fighter with 1 win and 2 losses. She stands at 5'4", weighing in at 114 pounds, fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa. Welcome, Crystal, the lovely Van Wyk. Your referee for this bout, referee Peggy Valiatum.
What a matchup. Preggy will be our 3rd person inside of the Hex. Krista Van Wyk and Juliet Yuka. What a matchup. What a great way to kick off the main card. The ladies deliver on a very, very regular basis. Round 1 brought to you by Ignite. That is Nicole, one of our lovely Ignite ladies tonight. Ignite, of course, presented by Dan Bilzerian, bringing you premium vapes and the ultimate tequila. Nicole and Christy tonight will be your Ignite models. And here's Juliet Yuka, looking to keep the undefeated streak alive and looking to follow up a win as that woman right there, Krista Van Wyk.
Blue, you ready? Let's fight.
Buckle up. EFC 102 main card is on. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Van Wyk in the purple, Juliet Yuka in the black, and we are on and popping, and they are throwing.
Straight away, it was a nice right from Crystal, but a good one too from Juliet, and that right's just found another home as well. But it's Crystal Van Wyk coming forward, looking for to clinch up. But good disengage from Juliet though, wants to keep the distance, but it's Crystal pushing forward. She's taking a couple of shots, that nice jab stepping out from Uka. Again, good timing from Juliet though. She's complaining, I think there's been an eye poke, her right eye. Crystal apologizes. Happy to continue. Just take a look at the World Sports Betting in-play odds.
Look at the odds here by World Sports Betting.
Yeah, sorry, Cyrus, and it's Van Wyk, the overwhelming favourite here. That's an interesting outside line at 3.2 for Juliet Uka. And again, Crystal Van Wyk eats that right from Juliet Uka as she's coming in. Crystal just a low leg kick. Uka's got those knees bandaged up, but looking very fresh at the weigh-ins yesterday. I don't think there's anything of concern. Again, snapping out that right jab as Juliet Uka. Again, gets the left. There's Crystal, and Crystal down. She got hurt.
Oh, that was a stinging
she's
shot.
backing up. Juliet's looking for the finish.
Hurt.
Crystal's just backing up. She's trying to reconsider herself.
My goodness, big, strong shots there by Juliet Yuka. Not a whole lot of looping shots. They are right down the middle, and she is connecting.
Oh, big right.
Is feeling it right now. The damage is being done.
But Crystal Van Wyk's just biting on her mouth guard and coming forward, but she's eating a lot of shots from Juliet. Tries the jumping bunch as Crystal's trying just to see if she can get some hands and reply to Juliet Uka. She's bleeding from the nose a little bit as Crystal now. She took a lot of those shots, but she's happy to push the pace and come forward. The right misses. Juliet Price with the right cross of her own just comes off.
Superwoman punch.
See what you did there.
Well, of course. Come on, it's 2023. It can't be a Superman punch.
Oh, another good 1-2 combination. Juliet Ucker.
You can't make a mistake right now. If you're Van Dijk, I mean, she is leaving that head wide open. Every time she steps forward and strikes, Uka is making her pay. And all that damage is going to add up. As tough as Van Dijk is, you could see the damage already. You could see the DNA coming out. You see the blood. Yuka is making her pay in a big way. Van Dijk better find a different way to go about things. She's going to have to try to shoot for a double. She's going to have to try to grapple, because this right here is just asking to get TKO.
Yeah, Crystal's looking to enter the pocket, but she's just getting so many counters in reply. And Ucker has more power. She just ragdolls Crystal down to the ground. A nasty right as she comes down to the floor from Juliet Ucker.
This right here is a problem. This is not where you want to be with Uka.
She's got the neck, but she's more of a clasp than anything else. There's nothing more of a dangerous guillotine, but she's using it for a form of control as Crystal tries to get back up to his feet.
And look at that, right into half guard. Great positioning here. See if she's able to do anything with it. A little over a minute to go. She's going to let Van Dijk get up.
Juliet just showing a lot of strength when it went to the ground. Crystal did well, but Juliet wanted it to carry on. She was having such fun with her fists, was Juliet Ucker, that she wants to keep it standing. It's just kind of what we expected, but Van Dijk continues to bite down on her mouth guard, saying that her mouth is a little bit open. You don't want to do against Ucker. A big right cross from Ucker. She's really starting to tee off here, and Crystal's going to have to figure this out quickly because she's taking quite a lot of punishment.
Yeah, Crystal's in a bad place right now, but continues to trudge forward. She is a warrior. She's been in some battles before, clearly.
Oh, great right jab from Juliet Ucker, just snaps the head of Van Dijk backwards. Just really nice, strong counter punching, very efficient from Juliet Ucker as Van Dijk looks to close the pocket and see if she can get some leather on the face of the Nigerian athlete. Slow down a little bit. We've got 10 seconds left in this first. It's been an absolute cracking round.
It's been a fantastic round here. The ladies definitely delivering on the promise here, definitely showing up tonight. And the reality is that Crystal Van Dijk has been tagged. She has been hit. She's showing a lot of damage, and you're not really seeing anything on the face of Juliet Ucker. She is the one doing work tonight. She's been on the attack nearly the whole time. And every time that Van Dijk gets close enough, she's taking a good one, too.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of shots. Really good pinpoint striking on the counter from Ucker. And here was where Crystal was really backpedaling, and Juliet was very patient. She pushed her advantage home, but Crystal Van Dijk certainly didn't back down. She kept coming forward throughout that round. Some nice hooks, but good jab from Ucker. Just threw Crystal down to the ground. There's that nasty right that just glanced off the side of the head of Crystal. Nice right straight down the middle from Ucker, as Crystal had her back up against the fence thinking, what can I do to figure out the puzzle that is Ucker in terms of the countering. It was obvious that Ucker didn't want anything to do with Crystal's ground game, so perhaps the idea is to start to tease the level change and get Juliet Ucker just thinking twice about coming in and swinging those hooks. Easier said than done, because Juliet had a fantastic first round.
I've been doing a little research here since Van Dijk walked, and I took a look at her amateur record, and I actually called one of her fights in 2018 for 864 Fighting Championship. I thought it looked familiar, and sure enough, I've called her fights before. So what a journey it's been for Crystal Van Dijk. As you said, she was in North Carolina. She made the move, and this down south scene is very, very serious and very red hot, and has been for a long time. Round two brought to you by Dragon Energy. Can Van Dijk power her way back? It's going to be tough because Ucker has looked pretty unstoppable so far.
And Crystal now just thinking, Oh, it's a good right from Uka. She came in. Just think being a bit more cautious in terms of how she's entering the pocket. But again, the countering striker from Uka just makes her think twice, and now she's surfing around the outside as Uka pushes forward. Just a bit more of a head movement now from Crystal to see if she can look for some openings. But Uka just standing right in front of her, just pouring that right jab out. Left hand cocked and loaded. There's that right hook again from Uka.
She kind of smiled on that one. She took that shot. She says, okay, I'll take some more.
Let's take a look at the World Sports Betting In-Play odds, Cyrus, and it's completely reversed. It's now Crystal van Beek, a massive outsider at 0.55, and 1.16. I think it's been the biggest favourite odds from WSB, the entire EFC 102 card so far. So a massive change in fortunes from World Sports Betting as a great right cross from Uka scores on the face of Van Beek.
Well, as soon as those odds came out, Van Beek lands a nice right hand, but then she eats another one just moments later. Just can't seem to get a leg up or a hand up or anything up on Juliet Yuka, because Yuka continues to answer with big shots. And she's not expending a whole lot of energy either. Simon, she's just hanging in there, she's counterpunching, and she's doing a great job.
Yeah, nice power from the inside from Uka. Some short punches, but still landing as Crystal tries to land that left jab. She's a bit more bouncy on her feet. She's not going anywhere as Crystal van Beek, to be fair, but Juliet Uka is a very, very tricky customer. Showing a lot of power and a lot of zip in her punches. That right jab again, causing Van Beek to think twice about entering the pocket.
Still to come, folks, the big welterweight championship main event. Zico Makengele and Mark Hume. You're also going to see heavyweights in our next matchup. And a big light heavyweight matchup as well. Great veteran Ashley Calvert, Shannon Van Tonder, two guys on the opposite ends of the spectrum. They're going to battle in our feature bout. A lot to be excited about here at EFC 102.
Nice front kick from Uka, just glances off the front of the face of Crystal van Beek. Certainly Van Beek wearing the scars of battle so far, and Uka just cool and calm. That right again, just held in reserve. Every time Van Beek comes forward, there it is again. Crystal van Beek acknowledges it was another good shot. Coming around the outside is Crystal van Beek, nice inside leg kick.
Still a lot of time to work here for Yuka to continue to punish Van Beek. She has taken the lead on the scorecards definitively. But Van Beek still has time to pull something off. That's why we love mixed martial arts, because it can happen at any moment.
Even though Uka's certainly on the ascendancy and certainly had the best of these first two rounds so far, there's been a little bit of criticism, even though she's only had 2 fights, that she's not a finisher. Once she's in the ascendancy, she kind of settles and stays comfortable. Doesn't really look for the finish, even though she's showboating a little bit. I was asking her to stop showboating. I'm not sure what that was. Another nice inside leg kick and great right from Uka.
Van Beek still showing signs of life here, Simon. She's still showing signs of life.
Yeah, and she's pulled wins out in the past in difficult situations. And it may be something that Uka regrets, particularly if it goes into third. And there's a bit of a ground war. She's got a real good jiu-jitsu shot. Has Crystal van Beek. Just still trying to figure out Juliet Uka as Juliet really goes for those leg kicks. You can see the welt starting to form on the left leg of Crystal van Beek.
So Simon, I gotta ask you, because I'm not boots on the ground right now, as we take a look at the odds once again, Yuka in a very, very clear favorite odds right here. Van Beek on the outside looking in. What is the feeling like inside the PI right now as we get ready for Hume versus Makengele? We've seen things can get very divisive inside of the Performance Institute. How are the feelings right now? What's it feeling like in there?
I think it's tense. I think there's a huge amount of anticipation. I think you recognize the fact we're going to have a massive bar brawl with the heavyweights, Ivan Straight against Van Dam and Boo. A lot of guys are looking forward to that, but it's a packed out crowd here at the EFC Performance Institute, and I think the tension is palpable with that welterweight title fight. Of course, we got the two gyms are from Pretoria, BIA against CIT. Always a healthy respect between the two of them, but it's the local rivalry in with it. There's a lot of unknowns in terms of Mark Hume's return after all this time to the EFC. We know that Zico Makangele, every time we say he can't do it, he always proves us wrong with that kind of raw power and incredible athletic strength that he has. There's so many unknowns going to it, and yet it's we know it, we're in for something truly incredible. We just don't know what it is, and I think it's so split down the line. Last time I looked at the World Sports betting odds, it was a 0.1% difference in terms of the betting line between Mark Hume and Zico Makangele. So even WSB don't really know what we're going to see tonight, but we do know it will be something special.
Like Nicole, something special. One of our beautiful Ignite models. Nicole and Christy tonight representing Ignite. And here we go. Final round here, brought to you by Dragon Energy. Juliet Yuka, Crystal Von Veek continuing to go after it tonight. Yuka is definitely in the lead, and Von Veek's going to have to put that foot on the gas pedal, hypothetically, and she's going to have to get in there and get to work.
Just left cross from Uka, and Crystal gets out of the way nice. He tries to close the pocket, bit of a stumble, takes some shots as she gets back up to feet. She's looking to sprawl now. But it's Uka got the top control. Happy for Crystal Van Veek to get back up.
Like running into a brick wall. Nowhere to go. Yuka not giving her one bit. Good defense. Read it the whole way. And stuffs her and gives her a few right hands for her trouble. So, yeah, Van Veek, whereas I think she has to pull off some desperation moves like that, Yuka just seems to be a step ahead and so incredibly strong.
Yeah, Juliet looking for a home for that front kick. Again, slight miss. Good head movement from Crystal, but just so wary of the power from Juliet Uka that she felt in that first and second round. Just trying to figure it out. She's got happy to move around the outside. She takes a leg kick, which she acknowledges, but Uka just planting her feet, just plodding forward, just happy to counter with the kind of power that's caused so many problems for Van Veek. Trying to mix it up.
Get past Krista Von Veek. I gotta ask Simon, what do you think if she gets matched up with then Alice Ardalan? How do you think a matchup like that goes?
Well, we saw, you know, what a fantastic ground game Alice has had, but her boxing is also on point. I mean, she's a superb kickboxer, Alice Ardalan. She's so much well-rounded. I think she's a champion of the strawweight division, you know, for a very good reason. She showed in the fighter season, you know, how strong she was in all areas of the MMA skill set. I think Juliet will be a very tough fight for her because Juliet's got absolutely fantastic chin, you know, and she's very patient in terms of, you know, head hunting and looking for the counter as we see in this fight. I think stylistically it'll be a very difficult matchup for Alice because Juliet's just such a tough customer, but then Alice has a very different type of flavor to it in terms of the, you know, the angle she comes in at. That'll be a fantastic matchup if this goes the way we think it's going to go, with a victory for Uka.
I say we bring Kiara Penko back into the mix. Throw her back into the mix too, why not? Put her on a flight.
No complaints for me. Fight good from Italy. Kiara Penko, fantastic fighter.
Part of some of our legendary performances that we've had out of the ladies in the past, like Rizlan Zoak and Amanda Lino, and, you know, just incredible, talented ladies that have given us so many memories over the years.
Yeah, a really fantastic history of women's MMA in the EFC, and EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmel talking about reinvigorating, particularly the strawweight division of women's MMA on the African continent. Another left cross from Uka.
I think we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up Manon. Manon Fiorot obviously just ripping it up in the UFC as well.
Yeah, definitely a future UFC champion. Had her chops and won that that season of the fighter we were talking about. As really teeing off there is Juliet Uka. Some nice combinations when she had her opponent cornered. Christopher Van Veek got out of trouble. Oh, nice repeated right jab, the second of which found its home from Uka. Just jumping out of range from Christopher Van Veek. He's really trying to figure it out. Good body kick from Juliet Uka.
Yuka continuing to walk down Krista Von Veek. much of the same in this round as we've seen in the fight. Van Beek gets major credit for hanging in there with the hard punches of Juliet Yuka, but just unable to get any offense going, any sort of point scoring on the board, and Van Beek is just at a disadvantage. That being said, just a little bit of time left, surely enough time to make something crazy happen, but it just doesn't seem like she has any sort of plan to get on the inside and get a hold of Yuka. Just too tough.
Yeah, and she's still taking a lot of shots. I mean, that was a massive right from Juliet Uka. And fair gamesmanship from Crystal Van Beek. Immediately smiled and laughed and acknowledged the shot. But she's got to be doing a little bit more as they both engage. Another great right from Uka. She's starting to put the combinations together, and Van Beek's backpedaling a little bit. Great right uppercut mixed cross from Uka. It really scored underneath the left chin. That was a great finish from Juliet Uka, and a great show of sportsmanship from both.
Without a doubt. What a performance by both ladies. Taking it to the distance, great durability, and nothing to hang your head about going against Juliet Yuka tonight. She just had a little bit too much, and Yuka is really on her way, Simon. I mean, the sky is the limit. Who could it be next? Could she have punched her way to an opportunity for the title, or is there going to be somebody else that steps in there that gives her another battle before we get to that point? That'll make it 3 big victories for Yuka, undefeated, and she could be on her way.
Yeah,
Crystal Van Beek, you wonder what the next step is.
I think with Juliet, I mean, she's certainly got her eyes on being the first Nigerian champion of the EFC. Certainly one of the first female champions in women's mixed martial arts from Nigeria. And look at that right cross, was actually fantastic. Some really nice repeated jabs, mixed up, just causing so much problems for Van Beek as she entered the pocket every time. Just confident in her counter striking. She repeated that jab several times. The last one of it found its home, and that was a good strategy for Uka. That jab was just pumping out for those 3 rounds and was really scoring. You could see on the face of her coach, Shadad Mosa, how happy he was with that performance. Surely, I mean, we don't want to talk about contender status, you know, we don't like matchmaking as commentators, but really, who can deny a title shot for Juliet Uka after that kind of performance?
It's going to be tough to turn her away. All 3 rounds in the books. Let's go to Hotsa to see who comes out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score this contest 30-26, 30-26, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, fighting out of Nigeria, Juliet, the Golden Balls, Uka!
I'll just have a couple of words with Juliet. Juliet, just have a couple of words with you. Great show, you know, of sportsmen, sports leadership from both of you. This is a fight both of you wanted, but you've got to be happy. You're 3-0 now as a professional. What does that victory of a very experienced opponent mean to you?
To God, it really means a lot to me. So much lot, because I was aspiring to get this fight since for a long time. But each time I have disappointment because of the flights and the visa. But I thank God I'm here to prove myself. Because the last time you remembered I told you that I'm going to come back. So this time I'm not just back, but better than before. And I thank God, and I also wish that the FC should give me the belt, the title fight, because I know I want it. Because in my division, I don't think I have any girl that can stand me from the beginning to the end. In all my martial arts, I'm the golden girl and also the golden bone. So I'm ready for the belts as soon as, so give me the title shots. I'm ready for it.
How much would it mean for Nigerian mixed martial arts and for you to be the first women's champion of the EFC from Nigeria?
Oh, that's going to be a lot, both in economic and the force, because I'm representing the Nigerian police force. I'm a Nigerian police force in my country. I'm a woman, PC, Juliet Uka. So I represent the police and also represent the Nigeria. So I'm happy.
Superb performance. We can't wait to see you back. A very arresting performance. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Juliet Uka.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a 3-round EFC female catchweight bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist with 0 wins and 1 loss. She stands at 5'6", weighing in at 120 pounds. The fighting pride of Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome, Felista, the Young Queen Mugo. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist making a professional debut. She stands at 5'1", weighing in at 121 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa. Welcome, Nicole, Little Miss Feisty Van Wyk. Your referee for this bout, referee Bobby Karajanides.
So here we go. Love this matchup. Bobby Karajanides is going to be your referee. As we get ready with this great WMMA matchup here, that is Tyler, your Ignite model this evening. And from one day. Dan Bilzerian bringing you the Ignite Premium Vapes and the Ultimate Tequila. It's your life. It's your way. And here we go, Felisa Mugo. Coming out of Kenya, ready to make impact tonight, Nicole Van Wyk in her professional debut. And we're underway here, round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink. Here comes Felisa Mugo. She's not wasting any time, but Van Wyk is able to get on her back. We got a scrap here, Simon.
Oh, good takedown defense from Felisa, though. Nicole's really got her back. Doggedly determined. Felisa was turning around the right way just to stop Little Miss Feisty from getting it down, but Nicole finally succeeds. But very active off her back is Mugo. Now fully mounted. Van Wyk's going to use this position. She's got a couple of nasty right elbows down.
Ooh, look at those elbows, Simon.
She's got the arm.
She is on point. She's got an arm, and this might be
cranking on it.
Great spot.
Oh, Felisa looks like she's out of it almost. It's still extended. Nicole's dragging onto it as best as she can, but now she's taking some shots from Felisa. Wow.
Whoa.
Crowd are going
action.
absolutely wild, Cyrus.
The EFC Performance Institute is going nuts right now.
Nicole certainly had that arm. It looked like it was going to snap from my position. The elbow was hyperextended. Felisa just was able to get out of it,
Nice
turn
right
around.
hand.
And she did well to defend the initial takedown attempt. A good left from Felisa Mugo, but Van Wyk just comes forward. We've seen that before. When you tag her, she'll just come forward. Now she's got the single and takes Felisa Mugo down.
Felisa Mugo really using that reach, big, long, straight right hand that landed a number of times. And you're absolutely right, Nicole Van Wyk is willing to take damage, but here she comes.
She's got her
one
back.
after another here. Now she's hitting her ground and pound. She's going to go for a choke.
She's going to get the arm
She
up,
may
but she's
have
let
this.
go.
No.
Felisa turns around, but she's still fully mounted. Nicole's going to carry on with the ground and pound. Felisa just trying to escape with a couple of elbows. She tries the hip bump, but there's no dice. She's just trapping the arm now as Nicole Van Wyk, as Felisa just tries the hip bump again. To see if she can control the torso of Nicole Van Wyk to prevent the ground and pound. Nicole might go for another arm again, but she's resetting herself. Coming back with the
There
elbows.
we go. Big elbows coming down here. Nicole Van Wyk. Now she's going to grab that arm again. Plenty of time here. Straight arm bar. Right down the middle. That is tight. She's going to cinch it in. She's going to try to go off to the side. And Mugo is able to get that pressure released. She should be able to get out of this.
She's stepping over.
My goodness, Simon.
I mean, Nicole's still cranking on it. She's using it as a form of control more than anything else, but I don't know if Felisa Mugo is double jointed, but she's able to get out 2 armbar attempts. She's still got one stuck in there.
Oh.
Trying whatever she can. Nicole's still grabbing hold onto it.
Two EFC debuts here, Mugo and Van Beek. Surely
wow,
she's going to have to let go of that arm as she does. Now she's going to try to roll out of this situation. Now she's going to go after a leg potentially.
It's like Felicia's trying a submission attempt of her own. She's using the right leg of Nicole.
Let's see what she can do there with the footlock. Nothing, and here comes Nicole. Oh my goodness. Nicole Van Beek.
Just jumps on her to Nicole Van Beek. Couple of left elbows for Nicole Van Beek. Let's just see if she can control her opponent. Soldier Boy Gareth McLean shouting out to her. Has done a bit of training with the House of Tinkerbell. She's got her back now. She's got the hooks in. She's got it under these as it cranks. She's starting to crank on as Nicole. Yep, it's locked in. She's going to try and see if she can just grab the wrist and drag it down like she does. It's good defense from Felicia. She's doing everything right. But this is a nice position for Nicole Van Beek. Trying to think, what does she have to do to submit this incredible Kenyan athlete who's just gutted out all these submission attempts? It's underneath the chin, Cyrus. She continues to survive, does Felicia Mugo. Great display of guts and determination from the Kenyan athlete.
Yeah, just the perseverance of Felicia Mugo has been truly on display here. Absolutely incredible. Nicole Van Beek throwing everything at her, and somehow Mugo still continues. This has been special. This is what we've been waiting for on a wild night here in Johannesburg, where we have seen some crazy finishes, wild endings to fights. Now we get just a tremendous barn burner here between these two women. Incredible work by Mugo, able to survive, but Nicole Van Beek was relentless. What a debut here for Van Beek as we go into round two.
Three really deep submission attempts by Nicole Van Beek, and she can't get frustrated coming into the second, thinking what does she have to do to put Felicia away, because Mugo had just gutted out every single submission that Nicole was able to slap on her. I mean, like, Nicole just wouldn't let her go, but some really good escape attempts on Felicia just to get away from danger. Some nasty elbows from Nicole, just pity-patting up several times. They got the armbar. She teased it for a second time as well, but carried on in full mount and just rained down the ground and pound, and then got the rear naked on later in the round after those two arm bars. And it just seemed that Felicia Mugo's arm was just made of absolute rubber. Look at this, hyper-extending the elbow at several times. Felicia just thinking about grabbing onto the left leg of Nicole Van Beek as a way of form, just trying to escape any way she can. Absolutely fantastic round.
Are you ready? Ready, fight!
All right, let's do it again. Another 5 minutes of this chaos. Dragon Energy brings you round number two.
Oh, it's good right
Nicole
from
Van Beek,
Felicia.
and look at that shot that Nicole just took. Wow.
Very nice right from Felicia. Nicole starting to hunt her down. They're starting to exchange. Oh, another good right from Felicia. Nicole's got to back up against the fence. Repeated rights from Felicia Mugo. Nicole Van Beek trying to clinch up. Trying to take it down, but good defense again by Felicia Mugo. She's trying to ragdoll Nicole down, but Nicole stays up on her feet.
Let's take a look here at the in-play odds, Simon.
Yeah, Mugo, massive outsider. 1.16 for Nicole Van Beek, and Felicia Mugo at 5 entire points as a massive underdog in the second.
I don't know, man. The way she's landing these right hands, Simon, that's not a bad bet to take at all.
It's not at all. Those repeated right hands had Nicole in a lot of trouble, and she was backpedaling. But Nicole replies with a good shot of her own, and Felicia just brushes it off as it was nothing. There's a kick attempt from Felicia, a nice left from Nicole, and they disengage. Nicole's coming forward. Felicia tries the right hand. Good stiff left jab from Nicole Van Beek. Felicia replies with a combo of her own. Nicole's trying to find a bit of a home for that jab.
Conversely, what's Felicia Mugo thinking right now? She's landed some direct hits over and over on the face of Van Beek, and Van Beek still keeps coming that has to be very frustrating for her. She cannot put her away. And now Van Beek's going to try to come around the back once again, or she's going to grab that arm again. This is intense.
Yeah, she's fully mounted now, is Mugo. It's a difficult position, so up against the fence. Nicole's she's going to think twice about the submission attempt, knowing that Felisa Mugo is made of sterner stuff. The shots are coming on. It's a nice ground and pound from Nicole van Beek. She's looking to finish. Some nasty shots now. Mugo struggling to defend. Referee Robert County is looking very closely. The ground and pound coming. It's all over. Nicole van Beek takes the win.
Now that is a victory. That's something to hang your hat on. That was a special debut for Nicole van Beek. How about it, Simon? What a display. Absolutely incredible. Took a ton of damage standing, but she took that damage and kept coming forward. Yeah, that was special.
21 years of age. Nicole van Beek, the African amateur champion, on her pro debut against one very, very tough Kenyan athlete. A bit of technical fixings on Felisa Mugo in terms of her groundwork, and she could be a real problem, but all props go to Nicole van Beek. She took some nasty shots. Felisa Mugo looked fantastic on her feet. Some great rights. She had Nicole in a lot of trouble with that right hand up against the fence here. That repeated right coming in, clinching up with her left, coming in with her elbow over the top. Nicole knew she had to clinch up to get out of danger. She didn't want to stay at range with Felisa Mugo, but Nicole, having said that, was happy to stand and trade. And a good left jab for a nice right cross from Nicole. Setting up the takedown attempt, and wasn't frustrated by the lack of, just Felisa coming back at her all the time. And finally, the ground and pound was unanswered in terms of defense from Felisa Mugo, and Nicole van Beek takes a spectacular win. And the roof has blown off the EFC performance here in Johannesburg with that performance.
Yeah, that was an eye-opener. That got the whole crowd going. That was perfect from beginning to end. Nicole van Beek, Felisa Mugo. Let's make it all official for your winner, Nicole van Beek.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a war. Let's give these two warriors a big round of applause. Referee Bobby Corrigianides has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 34 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes and recording her very first win. In the blue corner, Nicole Little Miss Feisty van Beek.
A couple of words with Little Miss Feisty. Nicole, that was a tough first round, but you pulled it out of the bag in the second. 21 years old, and you come in and make a debut like that. You must be happy with that performance.
Very, very happy. First of all, I'm thankful for my team and for God who brought me here, and always praise Jesus. Thank you so much for everyone supporting me here.
You had 3 very deep submission attempts in that first round. Were you getting frustrated? How deep were those arm bars?
The arm bars were deep. I started feeling her arm like click, click, and I'm like, oh, okay, go on. And she got out. I was like, shit. And then to the bare naked choke, I tried it, and it didn't work, so TKO was the win.
I've got to ask you and put you on the spot. Where next for you? Because that was a spectacular debut. When you go back and you speak to Peace and Gift and Nathaniel and JP, what do you want next?
What do I want next? Well, obviously, whatever Graham has forward for me, the next goal steps in, we're going to throw hands, and it's going to be a fight.
Superb performance. Congratulations. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Little Miss Feisty, Nicole van Beek.
Little Miss Feisty indeed. How do you not like that? That was awesome. Great interview as well. Just tremendous. And House of Tinkerbell has to be very, very happy with that performance. And they could have a very, very happy tonight if it should happen that JP Kruger wins that middleweight championship in the main event. What a night it could be for House of Tinkerbell. Big congratulations to Nicole van Beek.